So I mentioned on Discord that I have made some updates, some quality of life updates to the stream. And the first thing that you might not be able to tell yet is that I have done a lot of behind the scenes work on my camera and filters and all that sort of setup. And so it's looking really good. You can't quite tell right now because it's not cards out yet, but you'll be able to see during the stream how much better it looks. I was able to do more processing on the camera itself rather than the PC, but that's not important. For example, here's the death's heads we're going to use today. And it's a lot more readable, and the contrast is a lot better without being washed out. But what's really impressing me is the close-up camera. It looks almost like the actual physical separate close-up camera I used to have when I started streaming. So this picture is coming directly from the camera. It's just a zoomed-in close-up of this. But I think it looks really legible and really good, and they're very, very little artifacting compared to how it was before, and it's really going to enhance the experience of folks watching this, I think. So I'm very happy about that. And hopefully it looks better on your end too. And there's a couple other things I'll talk about when we start the game that I've updated, and we're going to see how that goes. But regardless, I think it looks really good. I'm very happy. I can't even tell you how happy I am. How I put a lot of work into that. Anyway, yeah, so don't watch my hands. That's not the important part. I don't know. It's the same frame rate as before, but yeah, everything does look a lot sharper, and it's better for the gallery of cards that are in this game. And it looks better on a phone screen. Cards should be readable if you watch on a big screen. If you cast this to a TV, you should be able to see what the cards say, which is really exciting, especially for a stream. Also, I'll get to the other things later. You count the ebbs on Daredevil there. I want to give a special thank you to Ant Dude. So Ant Dude is an awesome member of the community who goes to New York Comic Con every year. And I think the last couple of years I've said, hey, these legendary artists are actually at New York Comic Con. If I send you some cards, can you get them signed for me by some of the artists and send it back? He's like, sure, no problem. And so one of the artists for Venom, Ivan Caello, was actually there. And so I went ahead and sent him my Venomized Doctor Strange Crystal of Cadavus, and he got it signed for me, which is really super cool. So check that out. There's Ant Dude right there. Thanks again, Ant Dude, for getting this signed for me. Got Ivan's signature right there. I got a little bit of a collection of signed rares from certain heroes at this point, which is really neat. So thank you again. And Ant Dude sent me something else that he crafted for me, knowing my love of wordplay and useful legendary tools. He has sent me a bagel plane. Isn't that great? Check that out. So this is an astral plane token that I can use to put cards on just like that, and the wordplay is second to none. And I'm under the impression that Ant Dude made this with his wood burning skills. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I will definitely be using this on a stream, and there might be something else you have just seen pop up. You notice it? I'm gonna try something new. Yeah, I'll definitely be using this next time the astral plane comes up. Look in the left side of your screen. Do you see that? Do you see those? So this entire time, I have been using dice for my streams, and there's a lot of pluses about those dice. And I haven't really forayed into using counters. Kind of been afraid of doing so. There's a lot to keep track of. However, there's some positives here. So today, I'm going to be trying to use digital counters for the recruit and attack versus the physical dice. We will see how it goes. If I'm able to manage it, I did do some practicing with it, then it'll be great. The positive thing is I don't actually have to do any math except for quick addition and subtraction. I don't have to keep track of my running total. It'll do that for me. So there's plus and minus. We'll see how it goes during the game. Anyway, and there's one last thing I'm going to do before I get started with today's setup. So I have also included something for a bit more legibility is not the right word. For folks to kind of understand what's going on the board, there can be a lot going on. And I think one of the more confusing parts is it's not very clear which cards are in my hand because I don't actually hold the cards in my hand. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see them. And typically, I put the cards on the right-hand side if they're in my hand, and then on the left-hand side, they're played. But that's not very clear. So I went ahead and did this super simple overlay. So cards are here on the right are in my hand, and cards here on the left are in play. And so those are the additions, and I think this is going to be helpful, and so will the counters. But a lot of exciting stuff, plus it just looks better overall. So hopefully everything goes smoothly today, and we can get started with some arcade without any further ado. Once again, thanks again, Ant Dude, for that. I can't wait to actually use my bagel plant. I love the token I have from Travel Size Extra Life, but there's just something special about this. And no, it's not naked, it's just, you know, no seasoning on it. Right? I had some inspiration, worked on those things, and hopefully they work out. All right. Let's get to some arcade. So if you don't know what arcade is, it is a game mode that is designed to take your legendary collection and give you kind of a roguelike gauntlet. So let me pop open the browser so we can talk about it real quick. I'm glad you guys enjoy the changes. I think it's going to enhance what we're all trying to do here, especially in advance of the two big legendary sets that are coming out this year, DC and Marvel's second edition. I want to be ready for those. I want things to look good, you know? All right, to arcade. So here it is. So here's what it looks like. And at the beginning of arcade, you're asked to input how many players you're using and some extra rules. This is the beta scripted mode that I'm using that I put together. So I've used the final blow. We are pooling masterminds by difficulty, which means that as the game goes on, as the run goes on, the masterminds are going to get more and more difficult. These are based off of the difficulty levels that have been rated in the Discord on the tier list. I'm not pooling schemes. I want that to be more varied, but we are including epic masterminds, so it just makes that pool much wider. And as the latter half of the run is going to get really difficult with those epic masterminds. I have 120 VP so far, just a last time on Dragon Ball Z version of this arcade run. So Battle 1, we had Lilith and Claiming Souls for Demons. We were able to win that one. General Okoye, Sentry, and Party Thor were our heroes, and we unlocked Party Thor in Battle 1. And then we moved on to Grim Reaper transforms commuters into giant ants versus the Mighty Hand Ninjas, Dazzler, Ultron, and Aurora Northstar. We ended up unlocking Dazzler here. For this run, just to keep things simple, I'm going to skip the bonus levels, give myself a bit of a tougher challenge mode there and not giving myself any extra things. So we're going right to Battle 3. At the end of Battle 2's stream, we randomized Battle 3, and we ended up going with this. Alchemax executives trap heroes in the Microverse. Sounds like something they would do if there's a profit motive. And Brotherhood is our villain group, and Death's Heads are our henchmen. And then I randomized heroes Proxima, Midnight, Jessica Jones, and Ghost Rider. And I randomized Ultron for the hero deck. And I didn't realize at the time, I forgot that Alchemax executives require an extra hero. So I randomized that after the fact because I'd already shuffled Ultron into the villain deck. So Enchantress is our fourth hero. And we had to replace Proxima with Party Thor. She'd be great to unlock, but I think he's going to be a nice combo with some of these range cards here. Enchantress is a bit of a curveball, but she works pretty well with anybody. So that's what we're going to be fighting today, seeing who we unlock and if we can get to Battle 4. So there you go. If you want to see this setup, I didn't link it to the setup command, but this is in the Discord. If you want to go to the Bagel Top Live channel, you can find a link to this, or I can just literally put it in chat because what else am I doing right now? Nothing. So let me copy paste this into the chat real quick so you can get it. I am going to do, will we get a double mastermind scheme scaling arcade run later during the year? It's possible. I have some plans for other things I want to do, but especially after this run is done, that will be fun. Okay. There's a big link. Just click that. You can get to watch along with me. One other change I'm going to do, this is not really a quality life thing. I'm going to, I have been doing Twitch polls to see how well my game would go. I'm going to pause that for a little bit. I want to see how it goes without me doing those. There haven't been that many voters on them lately, plus I'm streaming cross-platform right now and not everybody can access it. And I'm not really doing much with channel points right now either. So we'll see how we do without those. And if there's popular demand or I feel like it's a good time, I'll go back to those. But I just want to get into the game. Yeah, Jessica Jones is good. Yeah, because she switcheroos, it's hard to unlock her unless I start using her cards. So we'll see what I can do. Okay, I'm just going to do the Mastermind and Scheme overview. By the way, the scheme had been here before. One other thing about not using the dice is that there's more real estate here for what I need to use. So the scheme is going to go here where the officer is. Mastermind will stay here, and I got room for some other stuff. And when I go over the scheme especially, which typically has small text, you will see why the camera improvements are something I'm very happy about. So let's do our Mastermind overview real quick. So our Mastermind is an adapting one. It is Look at that text. You can even read that. It's very small, but you can still read it. So the Alchemax Enforcers are an adapting Mastermind from the 2099 set. The setup is add an extra hero to the hero deck and then adapt. So we're going to adapt these at the beginning of the game by shuffling them and putting a random tactic on top. And we'll see what the Master Strike is on that given Mastermind. So we're going to do that right now. And also one more thing you can't see. I have some stream decks. I have a small one and then a large one. I've put the small one above the large one in a weird organizational method with a stand I have, and we'll see how that works, but that gives me more space on the desk too. All right. Yeah, some of the text gets really small because it gets really detailed, but I'm happy about it. All right, looks like our first Mastermind is going to be Tiger Wild, General of Alchemax Elite. So Tiger Wild's got Cyber Mod Strength. Tiger Wild gets +1 attack for each Strength card in the escape pile. But yeah, not yet. So Cyber Mod checks the escape pile for hero cards of that class. His Master Strike is put the 2 leftmost heroes from the HQ into the escape pile, then Cyber Mod Tech. Each player reveals a tech card or discards a card, adapt, and then fight, send a hero from the escape pile undercover, then adapt. A lot of stuff going on there. Don't worry about it right now. We're going to jump over to the scheme. Our scheme today is Trap Heroes in the Microverse. One of my favorites, I think. 11 twists in there. We got 14 cards for an extra hero, so we got tiny Ultrons in there, which is always a good thing, right? Special rules: heroes in the villain deck are micro-sized villains, or micro-sized Ultrons in this context, with attack equal to their printed cost. They have size changing for their card color and no other abilities while in the city. When you fight one, choose any player to gain it as a hero. Twist: play 2 cards in the villain deck. Evil wins when 3 villains per player have escaped or the villain deck runs out. I'm only 1 player, so I can't allow more than 2 escapes, or that's going to be it, and that twist effect can make that a little bit scary. Everything's shuffled in. I got some token cards to help keep track of the size-changing bonuses. So we're going to start this game in just a moment. Let's give the hero deck one more quick shuffle, see who's starting in the HQ, and then we're going to go from there. Thank you guys for being here. I hope this game's going to go well. Depending on how long it goes, I might do a game 4 as well. Solo games don't usually take too long. I've been yammering on, so you haven't missed the gameplay. I talked about some of the quality of life changes, but you'll probably see those. And please bear with me with the new counters. I am new to it. Like I said, I did practice, but we'll see how it actually goes on a live stream situation. So we got Hell on Wheels Ghost Rider as card 1, Alias Investigations Jessica card 2, Enchant the Senses Enchantress at number 3, another Alias, and then Worthy Challenge Party Thor. Kind of an eclectic mix there. Getting my starters ready. By the way, once again, if you want to have bystanders or wounds or sidekicks or officers or hero cards, starting hero cards in the stream, supporters at the higher levels of the coffee.bigaltofgames.com get to be in my streams that way. But any little bit really helps me do not just the streams, but everything I do on Discord and all the things. We just talked about an update to the Clug, the custom legendary Unity guild, with some systems that are going to try and increase some folks who put their projects over there. There's always something going on. You're playing a setup with the Hulk Gang Henchmen. Oh, awesome! Yeah, I have a custom card project over there to make Henchmen out of existing legendary Marvel mechanics. And would you look at that? You can tell that they're in my hand right now over there. All right, we'll see how this goes. Wish me luck. Starting with turn number 1. Got my counters over there. Let's see if I can do this right and not forget. This is turn 0. Turn 0, that was me talking. Let's do turn 1 now. All right, turn number 1, we're starting with Death's Heads. Oh, I forgot to put the 2 henchmen in. That reminds me. So 1, 2, they enter the city, and now a third one does. That makes it easy for me. Okay, so let's go. So here's what the Death's Heads do, and now there's 3 of them. They have a fight effect. If you outwit these Death's Heads, KO one of your cards that costs 0. Pretty easy to outwit. It doesn't look like I'm going to have 3 attack on my first 2 turns, which makes it an easier decision. I can't really choose to fight them yet at all. I'm kind of thrown off by how stacked the villain deck is, because there's 14 Ultron cards in there. Usually in solo, it's a much smaller villain deck, and there's 11 twists. So it feels like I put too many things in there. Okay, so these starter cards are going to give me a nice little practice round on using my counters. So I've got 4 recruit. All I gotta do is press this, and then I have 2 attack. So far, so good on that. And I'd love to hear your feedback about how easy these are to read, if they need to be bigger or something else needs to happen, but I did try to model them to look pretty much like they do on the cards. And we'll see how that goes. All right, nothing to fight for 4 recruit, but for 2 attack, but for 4 recruit, I got some options. Literally everything in the HQ. Let's look at everything. So first we got Hell on Wheels Ghost Rider. I love this card. It does give big recruit, but you kind of got to lean into Marvel Knights, which won't be hard with Jessica there. I got 4 recruit if I do that, 2 if I don't. We got Jessica Jones Alias Investigations, 1 attack, switcheroo 5, which means you can take this card and you can put it on the bottom of the hero deck to take a card from the HQ that costs exactly 5 and put it into your hand. You've also got Enchant the Senses Enchantress, 2 attack and ranged. When you defeat a villain this turn, you gain a new recruit. I have to actually gain a new recruit. I gotta fish those out if I'm gonna do that. And then Worthy Challenge Party Thor, 2 attack. Whenever you recruit a hero that costs 5 or more this turn, you get +3 attack, referencing the Worthy mechanic from the Heroes of Asgard expansion. For a beginning pickup for 4, Jessica's a good choice because even though she doesn't give recruit, she can switcheroo for an uncommon pretty early. Putting it right in your hand, and that can be useful. I do want to take Hell on Wheels later. I'm going to have another 4 and 2 next turn, but I might just take 2 Jessica Joneses and then go from there. So I'm going to start by recruiting her. By the way, one other behind-the-scenes thing I did was that I optimized the back end of the setup. So I took out some cameras I wasn't using, optimized some things, and so the stuttering that I had last week should be a thing of the past, hopefully. We got Asgardian Rager Party Thor there, 3 attack and then range cross-dimensional party rampage. If any players gain a wound this way, you get +3 attack, and I can switcheroo into this with the card I just got, and then that'll help Party Thor, which will be cool. But with nothing to fight, that's all I can do. So let's get our new hand ready. It's gonna be another 4 and 2. We know that. I re-sleeved my starters. They're nice and smooth. I'm very happy about that. Turn 2, another henchman? No, it's Juggernaut coming in. And luckily, this is actually a great time for him to show up, because his ambush as each player KOs 2 heroes from their discard pile. And guess what? I have a bunch of graves in the discard pile. So what do I KO from the discard pile? Do I dare KO 2 troopers? Thank you, I appreciate it. I could KO 2 troopers, which would give me more recruit power for getting more stuff early. But if I do that, I'm going to switcheroo into an Asgardian Rager, so I'll have some decent attack pretty quick. So for that reason, I will KO both troopers from my discard pile. Might be a risky decision, but I'm going to take it anyway. Do you think Jugs will maintain his ambush escape? I think, you mean in 2nd edition? I'm assuming that's what you mean. I think he might be nerfed a little because this ambush effect is pretty strong and beneficial to the player. I think maybe the ambush will turn into a fight effect. But usually things that seem not just overpowered in general, but not really matching the convention of what villains do when they ambush, I think he might change. That's a very good question, though. Okay, so let me just go ahead and play everything here, and I can do that because, again, new sleeves. And once again, nothing to fight. But I kind of want to take the other Jessica Jones because it's the most expensive thing I can afford, and I can just keep switcherooing into Thor and hit hard early. So let's go with that plan, because why not? The hardest thing for me to remember with this new setup is to subtract the points after I use them, so please catch me if I don't do that. I played about 3 games on my own to try to train myself to do it. I have to, learn those habits. Got a pretty good success rate so far. But nothing else to do there. It's looking good for unlocking Jessica Jones, but not if I actually switcheroo her out, like was mentioned. However, I can't unlock Party Thor again, so I could end up unlocking her with just a card or 2 if I don't really take much of anybody else. We'll see what I'm able to get away with. By the way, if you guys didn't notice, Kyla made an announcement about the upcoming spring tournament. Got some good plans for that. Sign up if you want, when he has that sign up ready to go. But it's coming. Always a lot of fun. And then he announced he's going to run a solo tournament over the summer too, which is exciting. I wonder how that'll go. Okay, got my switcheroo card, which means I can get 3 attack this turn, which is good because the city is about to be full. If I play a twist, though, I'm going to be in trouble. So guess what this is going to be? Oh, it's just Blob. I thought it was going to be a twist. Man, I'm not over how much better the camera looks right now. Maybe later I'll tell you about the the really minute decision. Basically, I made a mistake that made the camera look the way it did this whole time, and I'm kind of embarrassed about it, but I'm happy with how it turned out. Anyway, Blob comes in. You can't defeat him unless you have an X-Men hero, and I'm in trouble because there are no X-Men heroes in this setup at all, so I can't defeat Blob unless I go fishing for X-Men from the Sidekick deck. Right? Oh, to be fair, it wasn't something that was obvious at all. I kind of had to stumble into it, but I'm not too mad at myself. But whatever, we move forward. We live, we learn, right? One more change is I have changed the location of the close-up camera for the card in play. It's over here, so it's off screen. If I zoom out, you can probably see. Actually, no, you can't. It's under the hero deck. But that's fine because you can see it in the close-up. That's all you gotta see. And it saves me space down here. So she's got Switcheroo 5. So what I can do is put this on the bottom of the hero deck and put Asgardian Ranger directly into my hand, which is exactly what I want to do. Learn the hard way. So Asgardian Ranger is going into my hand right now. We're going to... Oh, and there's Worthy of the Lightning. Let's check out the rare. So 5 recruit, 0+ attack. Whenever you recruit a hero that costs 5 or more this turn, which doesn't count Switcheroo, you get plus attack equal to that hero's cost. Oh, this is tempting. So I KO'd 2 troopers. Maybe I'll have enough recruit to make this work. But let's play as Guardian Ranger. Because the superpowers are optional, even if I had played a range before this, I wouldn't have to do the Rampage. But I might, on certain occasions, gain the wound myself in order to get that +3 attack. Could be worth it. I don't have villains, says Tony King. Is Enchantress one of those annoying hurt your neighbor heroes? No, she is actually one of the best heroes in the villain set. One of the best allies, particularly when it comes to mixing with the heroic stuff. Her uncommon is very good. It lets you fight with recruit. And yeah, she's one of the... she's rated very positively, which is hard to do for those. Alright, so I'm going to play this for 3 total attack. I just mentally reached for the dice right now. This is going to get difficult to remember. I got 1 more attack as well. And then we've got 4 recruit. Easy, easy. So with 4 attack, do I outwit? Unfortunately, I don't. So here's the deal. I don't outwit, so I lose it on the KO power. I can't fight Blob, because Blob needs an X-Men hero. I don't have one. But I don't want to escape, so I'm going to have to fight a Death's Heads without outwitting. So we'll take this one out for 3. And it is what it is. I blew up the wrong one. It's actually this one I blew up. See, the space is empty now. All right, with 4 recruit, I don't have any more Jessica. I have 1 Jessica Jones in the deck. So I could take Hell on Wheels and still make that work. But it looks like I'm building a party Thor deck with a lot of recruit to recruit things that cost 5 or more. Especially that rare that's tempting. I also have the new recruit option. But I think I'm going with Party Thor. He was clutching earlier in the arcade run, so I think I'm going to go ahead and continue on with that. Even though it leaves over a recruit. And there's Alter Ego Jessica. Okay. Not bad. And I should have 1 more. Yes, okay, I do. But I don't have any 5 costs in the HQ this time. So that's a bit of a problem. Turn 4 is going to give us another Blob, which is very troublesome. Once again, no X-Men heroes. So that is 2 city spaces I cannot clear unless I start fishing for Henchmen. I'm going to have to do that. I can't have escapes. I'm going to have the Scheme playing 2 cards in the villain deck. It's going to push those right out. And I'm also in trouble here because Hairball's not going to help me. So here's my situation as it stands. I've got Jessica and I have 1 other attack. So I can have 2 total attack this turn, which isn't enough to clear anything. I can't Switcheroo because there's no 5-costers. So the only thing I can do and hope for is to investigate for a card with an attack icon. Now, to up my chances, I should recruit first. Blob's probably going to get a 2E change. I'm sure. There's a reason why we haven't really seen you can't defeat this villain unless you have a blank hero. And yes, Venom's change is reflective of that. So I have Asgardian Rager in my discard pile and a Trooper. and Worthy Challenge. So 3 of the cards have attack symbols, but I'm going to up my chances by doing a recruit first. So let's leave the attack on the board and go 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit, and recruit something with attack first before I do anything else. And the only thing that, well, I could, Jessica Jones here has attack if I don't want to take Enchantress, and she can switch her into a 4 cost. I feel like there's less of those, but this works better with, well, Enchantress would work fine too, and I'm going to stick to the Marvel Knights thing to make that work, hopefully. And let's go ahead and take Alter Ego for 3. And in its place, we've got another. Okay, we can't get rid of Enchantress. Now I'm gonna have to. This is all luck. I'm gonna have to hope this works. Yes, Piercing Energy does get through it because it gets through fight restrictions, which is not as useful for Blob like you mentioned because of that fact that that's an X-Men card. All right, so I'm gonna play Jessica here for 1 attack, and we investigate for a card with an attack icon. I have a decent chance as I get to look at 2 cards. All I need is 1 single attack, and I can not only fight at Death's Heads, but I can outwit. But there's a really decent chance that Juggernaut escapes during this game, and that's an escape effect I really try to avoid unless I have Graves in my hand. If I'm going to let him escape, it should be earlier in the game while I have Graves to KO. He might get harder on the escape if his ambush is gone, to say that you have to KO non-Graves if he escapes. So the way I have it set up right now is I have 8 buttons for the attack and recruit. I have +2, +1, -1, -2 for each one. I've also got a feedback sound, so I hear a little sound for increase and a different sound for decrease, so I don't do any false presses. I can't use too many buttons because I need real estate for the other things. I could make a new recruits range deck. I have to find the new recruits. I didn't bring those out. All right, let's investigate. We've got a fail. So unfortunately, I got 2 recruits, so I'm going to probably have an escape. Putting them on the bottom of the deck because they know what they did. All right, and I have a trooper, but again, that won't do anything. Yeah, the trick is remembering to press those things. Well, yeah, I'm out of luck. There's literally nothing I can do except hope for a Master Striker, the single bystander, next turn. But I did put a lot of Graves in the discard pile, so we'll see if I get something good here. Yeah. Well, see, I didn't expect to actually play Jessica Jones. All right. Let's go to turn 5 and see if I get lucky here. Turn 5 is not going to get me lucky. Ultron is going to do what he does and come in and ruin everything. So, referring to the scheme real quick. Yes, exactly off the cuff. Next turn resets them while they're off screen. So, he's a micro-sized villain with attack equal to his cost. And we'll get to that, but the point is he comes in and he pushes a villain out. And it's really embarrassing to have a henchman escape, but it is what it is. The Death's Heads are going to escape, which means they're going to KO a hero that costs 6 or less from the HQ. And Enchantress is probably responsible for this whole situation, so she's getting KO'd. And then we have the escape. And that is going to be our first escape out of 3 allowed. Only 3 are allowed. I might be in big trouble. Yeah, because 3 per player. But I have some decent attack. I should be able to clear some stuff this turn. So hopefully that was the one. I have to fish for sidekicks. There's not much else I can do. This is what Arcade does. You never know what you're going to deal with. So I have my micro-sized token here. So from review on that, this has size changing for its color and fight. Choose any player to gain this hero. And so that is Ultron there. What's cool is that it is a 2-coster. So back to the scheme, I can make this free to fight, but I don't have any tech, and unless I get Ghost Rider, that's not going to do anything. So I'm going to have to pick that up. I am not over how much easier this is to read right now. I'm riding that high a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and play some cards and fight some things. We're starting with Worthy Challenge Thor. Whenever you recruit a hero that costs 5 or more this turn, you get +3 attack. We'll have a good whenever effect, so a +2 for the base there. Followed by Asgardian Rager. I gotta look at a switcheroo of 4. Nothing I can switcheroo into. I have 2 recruit. This is where I'm gonna fish for X-Men. So I'll play this just for 3, and then I'm going to play Alter Ego for just 2 attack, and then 1 more. This is the part where I don't have to think about how much attack I have until I look at the screen. That's a plus, much better than the dice. Because I have 8, easy. And I'll play 1-2 recruit. So with 8 attack, I could clear Ultron and Juggernaut. I could wait until I get a tech for size changing, but I should capitalize on this. The first thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to recruit a sidekick. Because if I'm lucky, I get an X-Men sidekick. So we're going to spend 2, and we're going to recruit whoever this is. It's Lockheed, who, unfortunately, really should be an X-Men affiliated, but he's a Pet Avengers. You can't switch through for the lower cost. It has to be exactly the number. But good question. It's okay. I can use Lockheed with Thor, and then we can do some more with that. So let's fight Juggernaut. I could outwit, but I should capitalize on the points I've got. No fight effect on him, so Juggernaut is simply defeated. If I can actually pick up this card, I can defeat him. Okay, let's go to Ultron in the sewers. So I have to choose a player to gain the hero, so I'm gonna have to fight him. Yeah, fighting 2 things is more important right now. So I'm gonna have to fight Ultron and gain him. He says he's gonna be good, and I trust him. At least it has dodge, and now I have a tech for the cool thing about Ultron as the micro-sized villain is that he's all tech. So as soon as I rescue him, he is going to help me with size changing for the rest of his cards, which is fun. And see, I forgot to subtract attack. Told you I'd forget things. And now I'm at 0. All right, that's the turn. A little bit of breathing room is nice. We'll see how long it lasts. How you all liking the in-play, in-hand boxed off segment? Is it helping? Honestly, it's helping me not forget what I played yet or not. I literally did that just last stream. Helpful stuff. Hey, look at all those graves that are not being helpful at all. Yeah, this is only 2 attack. I can recruit something that costs 5 or more to get more attack, but not with the HQ as it looks, unfortunately. Oh, this is rough. Turn 6 is going to be our first scheme twist. That's really bad. Because I have to play 2 cards in the villain deck. This can cascade. I could lose the game right now. Easy. So let's see what happens. It's okay. Even when I get to those crazy pop-off turns, I can zoom out, and then the in-play section is actually a bit bigger. No artifact mode. I'll just kind of stuff them under the mat. Do you have the Bagel Top live streams ping on? Because then you'll be pinged. All right, I gotta play 2 cards in the villain deck, and this could be a big bad thing. Where did I get this? I made this along with Snatchcat. It is in the Bagel Top and Snatchcat tokens mega pack on the Discord. Look in the custom cards channel, or actually better yet, look in the legendary directory channel because it's named and linked there. All right, let's see what I pull. First 1 out of 2 is going to be an Ultron. Okay, I'll take it if it's going to stop soon. So we got a micro-sized Ultron coming in, and the second pull from the villain deck is going to be a Master Strike. I'll take it. Honestly, I'll take it. And then I got to tuck a hero for the twist. All right, put the 2 leftmost heroes in the HQ into the escape pile. Buy Party Thor and buy Hell on Wheels. This is not as bad as KOing a rare, but it's still pretty bad. Then Cybermod Tech, which does happen. Each player reveals a tech card, which I can't do, or discards a card. So much for recruiting a 5-coster that might come in. All right, 1 thing at a time. These go in the escape pile. I've got to. Sorry, it yelled at you for the link. No, the setup link is not updated. I apologize. I should have done that. So before I move on, I got to do my due diligence and keep track of Cybermod. So I got 1 ranged and 1 tech. So we're going to do that over here. Here's the Cybermod tracker because I have this space to do stuff with now. I got so much room for activities. 1 and 2. Okay, then Cybermod Tech, which does happen. Each player reveals a tech card, discards a card. I'm not going to discard Party Thor and the chance I could fight something. Well, hold on. Let me refill these guys too. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I got a 5-cost here. If I can't fight anything for 2 anyway, and if I discard an agent, then I can't recruit something that costs 5 or more. So I think the smart thing to do here is actually to discard Party Thor so I can at least recruit a 5-cost card and hopefully have enough attack on my next hand to prevent more escapes. I do have a space because I played a strike. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to choose to discard Party Thor, of all things. And now we'll adapt. Awesome. I'm glad you like it. I'm coming to like it too. I just need to spend more time with it. All right, our new Mastermind is nobody. Tiger Wild's coming back. He's not done with me. By the way, his Cyber Mod strength is he gets +1 attack for each strength card in the escape pile, but no strength yet over there. So we finished the Master Strike. Now we have to finish the Scheme Twist. It's a huge project, but definitely worth it. It's a lot of cards off the cuff, just be prepared for that. So now I got to tuck a hero that costs 6 or less and put it on the bottom. I'm not really going with Enchantress, so she's going to the bottom again. And, oh, we got the 5-cost Ghost Rider. All right. Okay, then. That's done. So, I've got 5 recruit to play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fortunately, I can't use the Thor effect right now. However, I can become a little worthier. Do you think Ghost Rider can pick up Mjolnir? Has that ever been a question? Anyway, so Blazing Hellfire sacrifices one of your villains from your victory pile to get some extra attack, and then Thor's Destructive Feast is a cool KO effect. By the way, if you didn't notice, this does do Feast, the keyword referenced in the title. Reveal the top card of your deck and you may KO it. I think I'm getting scared of the city, so I'm going to actually end up taking Ghost Rider, sacrifice some VP to try and not lose the game. And I'll go for Destructive Feast later, because I won't reshuffle this in yet, but it'll be soon. There's Crack the Case, another very good Jessica Jones card. I am hanging by a thread here, I feel like. All right, we have some printed attack. A Scheme Twist chain could still end my story here. All right, it's another Ultron. It's Genetic Experiments Ultron as a stronger one. I don't really like the city as it is right now. Wild adapted into himself because he's already perfect. Yeah, that sounds like something he would do. Portable print that can print on card stock. Yeah, definitely useful for, testing things. Card stock's a pretty good option. You have to get thick enough because it still will not, it'll feel thinner than a card if you don't put a card back on there. All right, real quick, I'm going to peek at my Switcheroo 4 here. I can't Switcheroo into a 4 right now. So as far as my recruit, I've got 1 and 2. Time for fishing for an X-Men. I can Switcheroo 5, but the only Switcheroo 5 costs I can Switcheroo into are recruit cards. Let's take a quick look at them for a second. We already looked at Destructive Feast, we know what it does. But Crack the Case Switcheroos into a 6. So I can do a cool Switcheroo combo where I Switcheroo Alias into Crack the Case, and then Crack the Case into Only Sun. And Only Sun does What If. And What If is you get plus attack equal to the cost of the hero you revealed this way from the top of your deck. Unfortunately, which would be great with the Investigate that I won't be able to do because I've already Switcherooed away. But that does seem like a route I want to go, because then I can fight some things. So let's do that. So we're going to Switcheroo 5. Yeah, you like it? I like it. Should I Switcheroo 5? I have to Switcheroo 5 into Crack the Case. So Switcheroo into Crack the Case, revealing... Ooh, Enchantress is rare. That's pretty good. And then we're going to Switcheroo 6 directly into Only Sun, which goes into my hand. Some people critique Switcheroo by saying, I'm using this hero because I like the character, but they're designed so that I don't actually get to use the character. I totally get that, but I really do also think Switcheroo is very fun, so I'm conflicted. We can take a chance at What If. So what I can do for What If is reveal the top card of your deck. Oh, you have to guess first. I missed that important part. So I have to say a hero class or a hero name, and then reveal the top card of my deck. If it matches, I get the What If bonus, and I get to choose to put that card back or discard it. I didn't uncover any 4s, so I can't switch her any further. So what should I say? What's in my discard pile? I know there's an Ultron in there. and there's only 4 cards. There's also Party Thor. I'm going to take... What do you think? I forget what else I took. I took a... I think there's only one other Party Thor. I think it's a big grab bag. So I'm going to say Ultron and see if I get lucky and the top card is Ultron. If I said tech, it's only one tech. That could be the same thing. I forget what hero classes I have. So I'm just going to say Ultron. And it was Lockheed. Should I discard Lockheed? No, I need the attack. I'm going to put him back. So I don't get the what if bonus. But that's fine. I still get 3 attack. And then I'll play Alter Ego because I can't actually switch through it. So I get 2 more attack and then 2 more on top of that from the Shield Troopers. Puts me at 7. No tech for size changing. I can fight 2 things though and I can get the outwit bonus. Or I can fight the 1 strong genetic experiments. But right now, I really think I have to clear as many spaces as I can. But just for fun, let's go ahead and see what I get with my 2 recruit. I'm going to get a sidekick and see if I get an X-Men. I don't, it's just Throg. Who kind of works with what I'm trying to do here. Double check. Yep, I have a 6 and a 3 and a 0. I just need 3 different cost to outwit. So that's a good question, the Prowler. And you can use the chat to put an exclamation K and then space followed by whatever keyword you want. But I'll tell you this one. Outwit is you have to have at least 3 cards with different costs. So 3, 6, and 0 is what I've got. So I can actually easily trigger that. Okay, one of your cards that cost 0. I want to keep my troopers now. So I'll get rid of this agent. I'll spare Kyla for a little bit. Over there. Let's KO that. And what's left? 4 attack left. Really wish I could fight Blob, but I can't. So I'm going to go ahead and take out Ultron without the micro-sized discount. And I blow up the bad Ultron, and I rescue the good Ultron that can dodge. There you go. There's using the keyword bot. So I'm left with 1 attack, and I can't do anything with that. So, end of turn. That's a good hand. I'm glad I kept Lockheed. I can trigger, if I really am desperate to get the wound, I can get a lot of attack. I just don't have an X-Men here, all these blobs. Can't even think about trying to take care of the Mastermind right now. I won't even mention the irony of micro-sized heroes being next to Blob, but we don't have to talk about that. It doesn't work on YouTube. That's true. It should only work on Twitch, so if you're on YouTube, it's not going to work unless I can figure out how to add Nightbot to it. Deadeye, will you remind me? Put that in the Discord chat, the Bagel Top Live channel. I'll see if I can look into it and see if I can make that work. Alright, Sabretooth is coming in, who has a fight effect. Each player reveals an X-Men hero or gains a wound. He and I both know I don't have any of those. So if let's look at my options here. If I want to activate his Guardian Rager, get the wound, that'll be 3, 6, 8, 9 attack. And with 9 and size changing, I can reduce Ultron down to 4. I can clear 2 spaces, so I absolutely do want to do that. So we're going to... actually, I can't do that. I have to trigger 1 with the other. 1 range with the other. So the better value is Party Thor. So I should play Lockheed first for 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll be stuck there. I do have dodge on Ultron. And the thing with Ultron is I get +1 attack for each other tech hero I played this turn. I'm not going to play any. So I might as well dodge and fish for that 1 extra attack. So I will do that. Dodge means discard this and draw a new card. So I'm discarding it to draw... not 1 new attack. And now I lost the size changing. But that was okay because I was only able to fight 1 thing anyway. Which means I only need 6 or 5 attack. That means I don't have to get a wound, which is good. So I'll just play as Guardian Rager for 3. And then we'll play Lockheed for 3 as well, activating his power. Which will give me just enough to hit a full price Ultron. So I really don't want to gain a wound through Sabretooth either. Yeah, Sabretooth kind of deserves an ambush. It's kind of his thing. And I got 4 recruits. So we're going to go ahead and take out Ultron here for 6. Thinking for a second to make sure I won't regret this. And yeah, I'm sure there'll be a lot of small changes like that. Alright, no more attack left. And I gained him. I forgot to play the fun gain animation. Thank you very much. I will check in on that after because you were so kind to remind me. For recruit, I'm going to have to take more attack. I'm still very much under pressure from the city. So another Jessica Jones, and maybe I can use that to unlock her, even though I keep sending her cards away. I'm probably going to end up unlocking Ghost Rider. But you know, you got to take chances, make mistakes, get messy. Bonus points to whoever knows who said that. All right, turn 9 is a double Sabretooth. Okay. All right. I got a whenever. We'll see if I get to use it. Yes, Canonize, you're right on that, and Mike H, yes. Lockheed's got to go away. Okay. Moving on. So I got Worthy Challenge. Got the whenever effect loaded up. I've got Alter Ego. Once again, no 4s. No 4s. And then I've got a Trooper. And then I've got Blazing Hellfire. 2 base attack. If I KO a villain, I'll end up with 10 total attack, which will let me hit 2 Sabretooths, but I will end up getting 2 wounds because I don't have any X-Men. But I have a chance to get one, but not for this fight effect. Wow, what a stacked city against X-Men. I'm going to have to get... everybody's twins today. I'm going to have to get the wound. I'm going to have to KO a villain. But it's going to be Death's Heads. We'll go with a less valuable one. And I gain 3 more attack. You have to gain them. Specifically on the scheme. With this one, choose any player to gain it as a hero, and I'm the only player to choose. But good question. Alright, so I'm at 10 attack, which is enough to hit the Mastermind, by the way, if I wanted to do that. But with 1 escape out of 3, that would be kind of silly of me. So let's just... I feel like doing this right now means I am taking on Sabretooth in a fist fight. By the way, it's looking to me like... yeah, let's go ahead and do that. First one, each player reveals an X-Men hero or gains a wound. I can't do that, obviously, so I gain a wound. If I'm lucky, I'll get an enraging one here. Then we blow him up. We've got a second one to do for the other 5, and we'll do the exact same thing. Let's see what kind of wound I get. It is... oh, that's even worse. So how did... I don't really want to think about how he caused the nanovirus. But let's do some psychic fishing again. All right. Top card is Skids, and she's X-Men, and she prevents wounds. All right, she's perfect. She showed up a little late for the wounds, but I'm not going to make a big deal out of it because she's here now. So hopefully I can get her in my hand before these blobs get too out of control. Thank goodness for Messiah Complex, am I right? Otherwise, I literally could not fight them ever in this setup. Okay, what do I have? I got some What If, which kind of works with dodge because I can discard the top card if it's not great and dodge into something else. I need 1 more recruit so I can turn Throg's recruit into attack. Hey, Viroblade, long time no see. I do need to play more horror cards, and we'll see if I get that scheme later on. Imagine if it was S-Factor. I don't want to do that. You can't make me. All right, I got more attack instead of more recruit, but I'm happy with the attack. All right, turn 10. We've got, okay, good, scheme twist. I say good because I've cleared up the city, but bad because this could chain into a loss for me at any moment. All right, play 2 cards in the villain deck. Easy. Back to the villain deck. First card is a Master Strike. Honestly, fine. I'm happy to see those on the scheme twist chains. Okay. 2 leftmost heroes from the HQ into the escape pile. So he's got double strength now, which is exactly what he wanted. So that's bad. Got my strength tokens. I gotta fish out, so bear with me for a second. Okay, so 1 and 2. Refill. 1 and 2. Soul Sacrifice. This is a very good KO card. Alright, then Cybermod Tech, which he succeeds. Each player reveals a tech card or discards a card. Okay, Ultron came in clutch here. Don't have to discard. And he adapts. and we'll see what comes in. He might just come back. It's kind of hard to shuffle 4 cards, but I don't actually know what I'm ending up with. We'll just go with whoever this is. We're gonna flip the whole thing over. And it's okay. It's John Herod with his big shoe on the front of the card. Cybermod double covert. John Herod gets +5 attack. Master's Strike. Put the 2 rightmost heroes from the HQ into the escape pile. Then Cybermod covert. You may pay 5 attack this turn to expose fake Captain America. If you do, KO one of your heroes. If you don't, by the end of your turn, each player gains a wound after you draw a new hand, followed by adapt. Fight is KO 2 of your heroes and adapt. Luckily, he gets no bonus, so maybe if I keep the city clear enough, I can take care of him. All right, that was the first card played from the villain deck, from the twist. Here comes the second card played. It is another scheme twist, so we're chaining again. I play 2 more cards from the villain deck. Let's go back to it. First card is Juggernaut. Each player KOs 2 heroes from the discard pile. No cards in my discard pile. Viral, I feel like you're not going to be the only ones who did exactly that. So good news is no non-grays KO'd. Bad news is no grays KO'd. We'll play the second one. Okay, and we're chaining again. This is not good. Gotta play 2 more cards from the villain deck. I just ended the turn by accident. I don't want to take this turn. Sorry, let me do that again. All right, we're gonna go back to the villain deck and we're gonna play. Okay, Encephaloray comes in. I hope this ends soon and not in the bad way. 1 second card from the villain deck is... You're kidding me. Okay. Best case scenario, I think, right now is 1 escape. I gotta play 2 more cards in the villain deck. This is not going well. Shouldn't have never trusted Ultron. Okay, that's a good thing. Master Strike is a good thing. Right now. Okay, here we go. Put the 2 rightmost heroes in the HQ into the escape pile. So it's in there somewhere. So Ghost Rider and Enchantress go in there. So now I'm gonna have to use my dice. I don't have that many tokens. So there's for anything that cares, there are 3 ranged in there. I sure don't. I don't backtrack here. And then I've got 2 strength. We'll just keep it this system right there because that is totally fine. All right, then Cybermod covert. You may pay 5 attack. Okay, he doesn't do any of that. There's no covert in there. Great. Making sure I don't miss anything. If you do KO one of your heroes, you don't find this turn. That doesn't. None of that works. But he does adapt. So let's see. Oh, I have to refill the HQ immediately. Guardian Rager. I just got to get skids in my hand. And then I can fight those blobs and get them out of the way. Plus, Ultron costs 0 to fight this turn, which is a good news. Good bit of good news. All right, he comes back. I keep doing this. This is a double game. Oh, that just made me hungry. I shouldn't have said that. Well, at least he doesn't get a bonus there. All right. So I'm not done yet. That was the first of the 2 cards played from that last twist. So I got to play another card. All right, here's the second card from that 3rd twist played. Hopefully this ends the cycle, and it does. And it's another Ultron I can fight for free. Thank goodness. Thank goodness you're here, Ultron. It's something I would never thought I'd say. All right, this is actually a really good position for me to be in. So free fight. Juggernaut, I can fight this turn. If I dodge into skids, then I can actually fight Blob. So we'll see what happens. I gotta tuck a hero that costs extra less because that whole scheme twist thing ended. So who am I tucking to the bottom? Soul Sacrifice is a great card. You may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. You get plus a crew to that card's cost. Really? It doesn't go to commands.vegasgames.com? I'll have to check that out. Just type that in. You can see the commands. I'll fix it. Does that mean 3 tucks or just 1? As of the what if rules, Tony King, just 1. It used to be you have to tuck for each one, but the what if rules revised it so that if there's a chain of scheme twists, you just tuck 1 at the end. And I like that change a lot. In addition to the other what if solo rules. This is a great card. I want to tuck this. I can't tuck Enchantress. Hell on Wheels is a bit less useful now. I have plenty of tech and I don't need that much recruit anymore. Guardian Rager's great. And really, I must have forwarded it incorrectly. I'll have to fix that. I'll adjust it between games so that you know what the commands are for later on. And Worthy Challenge is also good. So I think it's going to have to be Hell on Wheels that goes away. It's supposed to link to a Google Sheet that tells you all the commands. Oh, and it's Uncover Hidden Evil, Jessica Jones. If you want to ask me about a certain thing to look up, I can tell you verbally until I fix it. It's a great rare. 4 attack and covert. Investigate the villain deck for a villain. You may put it into your victory pile to do its fight effect, otherwise put it back on the top or bottom of that deck. This is interesting. Let me read the scheme real quick. Yeah, heroes in the villain deck are micro-sized villains, which means that I can actually use Jessica Jones here to turn those Ultrons into VP and not put them into my deck, because they go into my victory pile. Or, oh, actually, no, I'll do their fight effect, so they won't. They'll go into the victory pile for a split second, but then... Do they have a fight effect here? No, it says when you fight one, choose any player to gain it as a hero. It's not actually a fight effect, so I think I can keep it there. Right? I'm so happy with how it looks. Thank you. Would they be worth 0, or do we treat them as if they went undercover? I think you might be right, Rio, that technically because they didn't go there undercover, they'd still be worth 0, but I wouldn't have to have them in my deck, but they dodged, so I don't really care about that. Anyway, I'm getting way off track. I replaced that, I tucked, and now I can actually do stuff. Okay, so let's look at my options here. I got Ultron. I can rescue some bystanders. The question is, do I play Army of Ultrons or do I dodge? I think what I should do is I should use Only Sun to kind of fish for a chance to pick up the Skids card. But I'm not going to say Skids for the what if because I feel like that would be foolish. I'm going to say Strength. I think there's a lot of Strength cards in here. I could be wrong though, so we're going to try this first. So 3 attack base for playing it. And I'm going to say Strength, and it was range. It was Ghost Rider. So I don't get the plus attack, which is unfortunate because it's a 5 cost. That would have been great. So I'm going to actually... I got to fish for Skids right now. I'm going to discard it. And then I'm going to fish a little bit more by dodging Army of Ultrons. Probably could be some benefits to actually not dodging that. But I'm going to do it anyway. So dodging... and drawing Ultron. All right. Should I dodge again? Let's do it. Let's dodge again. Revealing a trooper. Well, it was worth a shot, right? It was worth it, I think. I didn't actually play any attack. I have to keep at least 1 for the size changing. So I'll get 3 more attack. And then 2 more on top of that. And then I might as well play Throg now, even though he won't activate. I get 2 recruit. I'm not going to make at least 6 recruit, and then 1 more here. So I end up with 8 attack and 3 recruit. Now those Encephalorays, by the way, because they are micro-sized, they have size-changing tech, and I've played 1 tech. They got -2 attacks. They're both at 0 to fight, so I'm going to fight them both right now. I'm just going to sloppily do it this way by just gathering them up and just doing a big explosion. Fight for 0, and these 2 are gained. A little bit of breathing room with 8 attack left. I still can't fight Blob, but I can fight Juggernaut. I can also fight the Mastermind, but I'm not... I already played 3 twists. There's only 6 left, but I could get an unfortunate chain. And again, that will cause me to lose. I can't have that. So for 6 attack, we can safely fight Juggernaut, I think. Yeah, we're good. 2 attack won't do anything, but I got 3 recruit left. The only card I can recruit is Worthy Challenge. So the question is, do I recruit Worthy Challenge, or do I... Well, I don't have to fish for an X-Men. Skates is going to show up soon. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. In case folks didn't catch the changes to the stream, few changes. Fixed a lot of camera and OBS stuff behind the scenes, so it looks a lot better now. Easier to read, better colors, all that. I added in play and in hand section. I also added new counters instead of my dice for the recruit and attack. So far, seems to be received well, and I'm happy to hear that. So let's take a Worthy Challenge for 3. It's there, but you can't see it. You have to be at the Ultra Super Scheme Mastermind level to get that. All right, Irresistible Bride was that card I was talking about. So it's her uncommon. It's free recruit, choose a villain. You may spend any combination of recruit attack to fight it that turn. And then covert, you may spend any combination of recruit attack to fight the Mastermind. that turn, which is really cool. It's right down there. Okay, so that's it for the turn. I'm still very worried about what's going to happen. Before I take my next turn, though, I do want to give some shout-outs to folks who have subbed on Twitch. And I'm very appreciative of that. I think, yeah, Jalt, thank you so much for 43 months with a tier 1 sub. That's insane. Thank you so much, Jalt. And then Wenchwalk, thank you for 15 months, finally catching this and using my Prime sub. Very kind of you to use your Prime sub on me. I really do appreciate that. Oh, and the streak alerts. Looks like Captain Matryotica got a 5-stream streak. I didn't know that was a thing. Also, Canonized 3-stream streak. That's really hard to say. I'm not going to say that anymore. Okay. Give me something good. After that twist chain, I kind of need it. This is 2 cards. I got to flip the wrong one. Of course it's a wound. What do we got for turn 11? Another Ultron. I really lucked out with Ultron being the size-changing villain for this. In another universe, it would have been Enchantress if I caught that the Mastermind gives an extra hero. But I didn't, so here's what we end up with. A single tech brings him down to 1. I don't have a single tech this turn, though. Okay, so we'll do this quickly. Worthy Challenge gives me 2 attack, and then the whenever effect whenever you recruit a hero that costs 5 or more. I do have a switcheroo opportunity. Alter Ego could switcheroo into Soul Sacrifice, which is a KO card. If I do that while I have enough attack, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can't even fight Blob yet, so I might as well do this and get some KOing. So we're going to switcheroo Alter Ego into Soul Sacrifice. And then check out Soul Sacrifice. I can KO this wound right now. So 1 recruit, you may KO a wound or a card from your hand or discard pile, get plus a recruit equal to that card's cost. Now if I decided to KO as Guardian Rager instead, I get 6, 7, 8 total recruit and I can get a rare. Discard pile though, anything I want to give up? To get 7, I only need a 1, 2, 3. I need to KO a 4 or more cost card. I can get a rare. I'm thinking about getting rid of Genetic Experimentation Ultron. That seems worth it to me. Or Blazing Hellfire or Ghost Rider. I think I have to do that. But it has to be one of those. I don't have a 4 cost here. Oh, I played Throg, by the way. I don't know what's up with me not remembering to put sidekicks away this game. Back to Ultron. Ultron is 3 attack and rescues bystanders. Hellfire gives a lot of attack, but I have to sacrifice my VP, and it's kind of important for this mode. So I'm going to give Ghost Rider a taste of his own medicine and KO him for profit. And I get 5 recruit for... Nope, yes, I get 5 recruit for that. Here we go. Yep, that's 5 and 2 attack plus 1 is 6. Just making sure I'm on the right track. The giraffes put me up to 7. And now I can pick a rare to recruit. So check it out. What do you think? I want your opinions. I can get Jessica Jones's rare. That is a very good comment. I give you all the props for that, Captain Matryotica. I don't have a lot of covert. I just did pick one up. This can help me kind of adjust the villain deck and tuck those scheme tricks to the bottom, which is very helpful. Enchantress draws 3 cards, and then she basically she does Fated Future, by the way, is what that is, if you didn't notice, from 2099. I think because of the pressure of the city and the twists, I might want to take Jessica Jones, but they're both very good. They're both very good. Card draw is good. I think my gut says go with Jessica Jones right now, and then later I can take Enchantress. But yeah, it's kind of hard not to go with Jess here. Got a Destructive Feast coming in. Back to cards in play. I've got his Guardian Rager. I can't activate this power, so I just get 3 attack, and I got 1 more recruit and a Nanovirus in my hand by itself. So I'm left with 5 attack, which is overkill for Ultron here. It's something he's used to. I'll take him out for 3 of my 5, and then I'm going to go ahead and gain him as a hero in a second. And And I'm left with a couple attack, but it's not going to do anything. By the way, you know what? I'm going to activate the effect on the Grievous Wound. I may have the player on my left gain this wound. I gain a wound. And let's move on. I really shouldn't have given myself that wound. I just healed it. It's like if I tripped over something when I was trying to apply a band-aid. Alright, Skids is in hand. With not enough attack to hit anything. Did I get 6 cards? 1. Yep, I did. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, what a terrible time to pull Skids. What a joke. Oh, thank you. I missed, I did recruit hero that cost 5 or more this turn, but it doesn't do anything. Would have been helpful on this turn. Good catch, though. Turn 12. A Death's Heads. Well, this is kind of some kind of joke. I'm not going to use Skids. She's the only X-Men I have access to, so I'm going to leave her in my hand and just go ahead and get 4 recruit. And hopefully they shuffle in. That's weird. I don't know why they wouldn't be showing up. Maybe you're being rate limited somewhere, which is something I have to look into. So I've got 4 recruit, and I'm going to reshuffle, so the decent chance Skids can end up back in my hand. But the HQ is too expensive. So I guess I'll fish for another X-Men with 2 recruit. Wouldn't hurt, right? So I'll spend 2 and recruit whoever this is. It's Hairball, who is, last time I checked, not a mutant. Just a cat. Okay. The dream right now is going to be drawing Skids and enough attack to fight one of those, or both blobs. But we shall see. I haven't even gotten close to hitting the Mastermind. I mean, points-wise, yes, but priority-wise, no. Not at all. Not at all. Okay, 2, that's good. 3, 4, 5, 6. Didn't get Skids back in hand. I'll sort that out in a second. Okay, turn 13 is another Ultron. I'm catching a break with these Ultrons. It's not going to last that much longer, especially with the state of the city. I'll try to remember the Worthy Challenge effect this time. So once again, whenever I recruit a hero that will make me worthy, basically, I will get 3 attack. And I can do that this turn. I've got Soul Sacrifice. I don't have anything on my discard pile. I could KO Army of Ultrons to get 3 attack. Or 3 recruit. They already give me 2 if I play it. So I'm going to get... If I don't KO a card, I'm going to get 2, 3, 4, 5. I could KO Alter Ego to get Enchantress's rare. But if I... And that'll also give me enough attack to hit Army of Ultrons. It'll give me 5 total attack. And then I can keep Ultron, size-changing Army of Ultrons, I can clear both things. I think I had to sacrifice Jess here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to end up KOing Alter Ego for 3 recruit. Kind of feel bad about that. So I'm at 4 recruit, and I have to play all this stuff. So I got 2 more. Now, I didn't really talk about what I was going to do with the Hydra part of things. With this. Normally what I do is, because I don't have the option to play with the Hydra starters here, I consider Shield Hydra, because this refers to starter cards. And if nobody objects to that, that's what I'm going to do. So I'll choose the giraffes to be robot giraffes, but it's not going to affect anything right now. Soul Sacrifice is just evil switcheroo. Good point. 2 more, 2 more recruit gives me 8 total recruit. I got to remember Party Thor's out here. So we're going to get the next rare. Unending Anguish, which is going to be helpful. And I recruited a card. Oh, the worst rare in the game. One of the worst rares in the game. Especially in solo. So I got Worthy Challenge here. Whenever I recruit a hero that costs 5 or more, I get 3 attack. So I'm up to 5 attack. Now back to the city. With Army of Ultrons, I did play attack. So this is actually 1 attack. So I'm going to take this out for 1. And get it as a hero once again. And I've got 4 left, which is just enough for Death's Heads with excessive violence, I suppose. I have a 3, a 4, and a 2 and a 0. So no, I have a 3. So I just barely outwit. So I actually do get to KO one of my cards that cost 0. There's going to be the Shield Agent. Thinning the deck ever so slowly by KOing my non-grays. And now I'm done with the turn. Sometimes these cards are sticky. Another handful of grays. Turn 14. I am nowhere near hitting the Mastermind yet. Alright, this could be trouble. There's our Scheme Twist. So you know what happens? Play 2 cards in the villain deck. I feel like I'm just treading water. Nothing's really happening. First card played is an Ultron. An expensive Ultron. At that, back to the villain deck. Second card is a cheap Ultron that I just barely have enough attack to hit this turn. Yes, I had a big series of cascading twists earlier. I think we had 3 that cascaded. But I didn't lose, so that was surprising. And now we tuck somebody to the bottom. Is it going to be Destructive Feast? I would like to use this with What If. Switcheroo 6 is too good to get rid of right now, and I want the attack from the Rager, which I could tuck Penance there, but I can't do that. I can tuck Irresistible Bribe, but it's also a very good card, so Destructive Feast is going to have to go. And we got Infernal Chains. One of the other worst cards in the game, I think. Unfortunately, if I could reduce Blob's attack by 1, this would work on Blob. Defeat a villain of 3 attack or less for free. But I don't think I can do that if I had a card that reduced attack somehow. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what Hairball does. Hairball's going to give me 1 attack and draw on a card. And I'm going to get an Ultron. Okay. So, I know why I'm not putting the sidekicks back. Because I'm kind of mixing it up with my new counter. I'm putting it over here. See, not enough practice. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attack. With size changing, I believe size changing's language says when you fight it, you can fight it for this much less. It doesn't change the attack value. So I don't think it would work for that. Cosmic Threat, though, it would. Because Cosmic Threat reduces their attack. Correct me if I'm wrong on all that. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attack is where I'm at. Added with the Hairball, it's now 6. And then I've got 3 Recruit. With size changing, this Ultron is 4 and this one is 0. So as I can't fight those blobs, let's go ahead and clear those out. Take this one out for free. Gain it. And then we're going to go ahead and take this one out for 4 and gain it as well. These tokens are so useful. Now, I do have a 2-coster I can take. It can be Infernal Chains. This doesn't get in the way of my strategy. It just draws a card, so it doesn't hurt to pick up. Not my first choice normally, but I'll take it. And we got another Switcheroo coming in. I might get lucky and have something that costs 3 or less attack to defeat. Alright, I just want Skids and a hand with other cards. Right, there's Jess. That's great. That's great. I have a chance to dodge for Skids is what I see here. Because this is just getting really annoying. Turn 15! Are you kidding me? Another twist? Alright. That's twist number 7. How much longer could this possibly go on? Next card for the first card, Mystique comes in. If she escapes, she turns into 2 cards played from the villain deck, which is terrifying. Second card played from the villain deck for that twist is going to be another twist. You know what? I'll probably won't play Mystique because if Blob escapes first, then the game's over anyway. Alright, 2 cards played from the villain deck. Once again, this could get really bad. Here we go. 1 is an Ultron. Okay. And the second one is going to be another Ultron. The city is full right now, but that's okay. I can handle it, especially with this size changing aspect of it all. I do have to tuck another hero. Any ideas who I should tuck? Don't want to tuck the 4 cost. I can switch her into that. I can switch her into that, and I can switch that switcher into that. This is a hard choice. I'm not gonna do any recruiting this turn. I have a lot of cards with attack icons, so even if I don't switch through Alias, it's going to be good to hold on to. The Rager is just raw power I might need to win. and use skids to avoid those wounds. I think it's got to be Crack the Case, unfortunately. Great card, though. Worthy Challenge shows up. Okay. I gotta fish for some cards here. I gotta do a lot of dodging. Now, if I don't dodge, Encephalo Ray gets +1 attack for each other tech hero I played this turn. So let's say I played them all. I get 1, I get nothing. I get 1 attack, 2, 3. Not great for a not full tech deck, so I'm gonna start dodging these and fish for skids. And then maybe Enchantress so I can actually get some covert. So I can investigate the villain deck. So we're gonna start dodging. So anyway, I started dodging. I got Worthy Challenge. We're gonna dodge this Encephalo Ray. And we get Only Sun, which I might as well play. No, I gotta play Worthy Challenge first. So we're loading up the whatever effect. I just reached for the die that wasn't there. Phantom Dice Reach. Followed by... I could What If to help with the dodging and make a good guess. I only have a few cards here. What should I say for this? What do I want it to be? A lot of Ultrons in here. I feel like there's more Party Thors. I'm gonna say Party Thor. Should have said Ultron, but I'll discard it. Skids, I think, is in the discard pile, right? And she's at the bottom. Or is she... No, she's still in the deck. She's still in the deck, which is a good sign. Because there are only 4 cards left in the deck. So if I dodge one more time, there's a decent chance I could pull up Skids. And I do, and I get the wound. Because of course I do. Well, so much for that. I'll just play what I've got. I've got 3 more attack, no trigger, and I've got Jessica Jones, no superpower, just 4 more. So I'm at 12. I dodged all my Ultrons away, so I lost the size changing, and that was really smart of me. I could have cleared 3 spots, but I should have kept 1. I was desperate. So I can go 5, and then 11. I'll have to leave the other army of Ultrons there. I can't recruit a hero that costs 5 or more this turn. Fighting this is a gain, not a recruit. So let's just do it and hope for the best. Go ahead and fight Mystique for 5. No fight effect on her. Then we're going to hop over to the Genetic Experimentation Ultron. We're going to have to fight for a full price, which is 6. But I do get to gain it, and it's a 3 attack card. And that's all I'm going to do. Let's see where Skids was. 3 cards left in my deck. Nanovirus. Kyla. Very bottom. But at least I can actually force trigger her effect by gaining the Nanovirus myself. So I can use her as a prerequisite if I draw enough attack to hit Blob. And then discard her to draw 2 cards. But I need 4 attack and 3 cards. Which is not too out of the question. I got some high attack value cards here. So we'll see what happens. If I'm looking at this right, I have 16 people watching on Twitch and 16 additional people watching on YouTube. Which is wild. Thank you all for being here and your competing platforms right now. I wonder if one's going to overtake the other. Alright. Okay, I don't have 6 attack yet. I can dodge into 1 more. So hopefully it works out for me. Turn 16, we've got... yeah, perfectly... What is this? What is the symmetry in this whole situation? Alright. Master Strike. I might end up with a draw game. The villain deck's getting real thin. As to very terribly paraphrase Black Widow. So Master Strike, 2 rightmost heroes in the HQ. Oh, this is bad. So I lose Irresistible Bribe and his Guardian Rager. Go into that pile. So this is 4 range. I gotta find my covert one. That's a tech. And now there's 1 covert, which is bad because of his deal. I guess I can just leave the 1. There's only 1. Cybermod Covert, you may pay 5 attack this turn to expose fake Captain America. If you do, KO one of your heroes. If you don't by the end of this turn... Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. Each player gains a wound after you draw a new hand. Okay. So, let me refill these. At least I didn't play a twist. However, let me think about that. I don't have 5 attack to pay. I have to remember this effect because I'm going to adapt him away right now. So I have to pay 5 attack if I do counter my heroes. If I don't, by the end of the turn, each player gains a wound. Try to keep me accountable for that. Hopefully I don't forget. I do adapt him right now, though. I could avoid the wound with skids, but we'll see. We'll see what I want to do. Alright, and I adapt into... Oh, we're back to Tiger Wild again. We haven't seen the other two at all. So there is a strength. He gets +1 attack for each strength card in the escape pile. There's 2 of them. So I'll give him his attack. He's at 11. This game is getting away from me rapidly. So yes, I can try to dodge the army of Ultrons and hopefully get 1 more attack. Let's try it. Dodging them. Revealing. More attack. Alright, this is going to do it. I can finally take out 1 blob anyway. So we'll do this. 2 attack for now. Ultron's going to give me 3 more. I didn't play any tech. But I have an X-Men hero. And I can fight a blob. Let's fight the one on the bridge. Who literally gives me nothing for doing so, except another one of him. I have 1 attack left. So I have skids here. Like I said, I could play her, but she's too valuable to get rid of right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trigger her effect by doing some shenanigans with the spreading nanovirus. I may have the player... Oh, So, wow, I don't think about this often. Yeah, you can do the healing effect whenever you want. It isn't like the standard wounds where you can't fight a recruit, because those say that. So I can heal this right now by having me, the player on my left, gain the wound. So I'm going to gain the wound, but then I'm going to reveal skids that says, if a player gain a wound, you may discard this card instead. If you do, draw 2 cards. So what happens, which is funny, is the wound goes back into my hand from where it was. So I keep it. There's been some debates on this, on whether it goes back, but I think it just cancels out what you already did. There's no reason to put it anywhere else. So I discard her to draw 2 cards. I'm still infected with the virus. I really didn't get much attack back, but I did reveal an Ultron. Still not enough to recruit for a worthy challenge. So I'm going to dodge this one as well, and it gives me even less. It's fine. I'm okay. 1, 2, 3 recruit. 1 more attack. And I can fight Ultron. I do have attack, so with 2 attack that is enough to, well, 1 attack would have been enough to fight this size changed Ultron for 1. So we'll go ahead and take him out. Gain him as a hero. Some city pressure has been relieved, which is cool. And yes. With 3 recruits, I could take another worthy challenge. Yeah, I'm not getting rid of skids anytime soon for anything. She's already on my discard pile, though. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Captain America wound. No, I'm fine with what I did. It's fine. We're gonna go ahead and take a worthy challenge. I knew I would forget about this. Too many things to remember. Okay, that's the turn, which means that I do get a wound now because I didn't pay 5, so standard wound. New hand. I want to end this in a positive, but I don't know how that's going to work for me. All right, turn 17, very thin villain deck, and there's another twist. It's going to make it even thinner. I really don't like this. Okay, 2 cards play from the villain deck. I feel like I'm going to draw this game. Mystique. And Scheme Twist. That's a huge delay then. Give it a refresh. All right, 2 more cards play from the villain deck. This might be the last turn of the game. There's the bystander. It's the news reporter. Second card played is going to be Ultron's rare. Yeah, so here's the state of things, by the way. Villain deck has 1, 2, 3, 4 cards left in it. One of them is a twist. So it's like 3 turns, or like it could be 2 turns, really. My best bet is if the twist is the last card. Now we gotta tuck a hero. I don't know if it's gonna go well, you guys. This has been an absolute disaster. Okay, let's see what I can do. Maybe there's something I can do. I'm going to... Maybe I should have leaned into Ultron's dodging. Or his tech. I'm going to dodge into a wound. Cool. That's exactly what I needed. 3 attack, 6 attack, 7 attack. And I get to draw a card. Maybe I should have... You know what? I'm going to unplay as Guardian Rager. So I can draw first to see if I get something that's going to help me out. I'm also going to unplay Genetic Experimentation in case I play a tech. I should have drawn first. Back to 1 attack. Alright, play Infernal Chains to draw a card. Hey, it's just as rare. Okay. I can't do anything with it except play it for attack. But fine. There's 4. There's 3. There's 3. There's 1 recruit. Only 5 more Masterminds left. Well, the good thing is there's no final blow with adapting Masterminds. But I don't think that's going to help me. Yeah, I have enough to hit the Mastermind, so I'm going to do that. Even though the city is scary. Because I'm going to lose anyway, so let's just go ahead and hit him. Alright. Sandier from the escape pile undercover. Probably the covert one, because that'll make the other Mastermind better. So, Irresistible Bribe is here. Yep, exactly. And I feel kind of irresponsible sending Enchantress undercover. I've done it. And back to the Mastermind. We go ahead and blow up that tactic, and then we adapt, which is not going to be this. I have to shuffle it up again. There's a chance. There's a chance I can still win this. Not a great chance, mind you, but a chance. By the way, evil wins when the villain deck runs out, so I don't even get an extra turn when that happens. All right, new Mastermind is John Herod again. All right, he's still only at 8. Let me get rid of my attack. So yeah, he's only at 8, and he will be for a while. All right. Let's see what's left for me. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This could be another hit on the Mastermind this turn. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, Kingpin yells at us from behind the villain deck. We have, okay, Master Strike. 2 rightmost Tears in the HQ into the escape pile. Unfortunately, one of them is a covert. So we got, I should have gotten rid of that. Now it's back. And we have 5 range in there. I got to do the pay 5 attack to expose fake Captain America. And he adapts. I'm probably not going to do that. I probably have to hit the Mastermind, whoever it is. Okay. It's going to be... Oh! Well, I just lost all the cards all over the place. I haven't played with these much. They're very slippery. All right, let's try that again. Okay, first time in this game is going to be Avatar CEO of Alchemax. Okay, he has no bonus. He's just a 10. And he might give out some more wounds. All right, so right now it's looking like I can go 3, 4, 5. I get to draw some cards. So we'll see what happens. There's a chance I can hit him again. Okay, Worthy Challenge. 2 attack and the whenever effect. So I could play Only Sun now. I really want this to land. I want to be able to peek at what's there. So I think I do dodging first, and then I'm going to draw some cards. Maybe put her on the bottom of the deck. And maybe draw some cards that'll help with what if. So let's do some dodging. Dodge Encephalo Ray for Army of Ultrons. Okay. Yeah, I have to dodge this. I need the attack. So dodging Army of Ultrons, even though I can get more tech cards. Encephalo Ray. I'm going to dodge Encephalo Ray. Alright, I've got Genetic Experimentation, which I might want to play later. I'm going to dodge the other Encephalo Ray to get an agent. Okay, that's a bit rough. I have no more dodging to do. So I'm going to play Unending Anguish. I have one card left in my deck. So this could shuffle up a bunch of things. Or I could what if first. If I was counting my cards, I could know what this was, because there's only one card left in there. Let me take a quick look. Is there anybody who you notice is missing? Who's missing? I mean, I have so many Ultrons that if I do shuffle it up and then say Ultron, that's a pretty decent chance of getting those points. Skids is there. I can't, for the life of me, tell you who's left. It could just be a wound. So I think I'm going to draw first, and then I'm going to do what if and say Ultron. Probably is my best bet. Do I want to recruit first? No, not really. Let's play Unending Anguish. Let's commit to it. Drawing 3 cards. It was Enchantress. Oh, it was her one soul sacrifice. I should have known that. Whoops. Let's just try for Ultron then, I guess. And maybe I'll draw another card that I can use to get Recruit with Soul Sacrifice that I can use to do a Recruit to get more attack from Worthy Challenge. If I'm lucky, maybe I can hit 2 Masterminds this turn, which I really need to do. Okay, 2 more cards drawn. One of them is going to be Skids, and one of them is going to be Ultron. Okay. So, I think my next move should be Only Sun and try and say Ultron. My chances are pretty good if I do that. Or maybe to be safer, I should say Tech, but it's literally the same thing. He's the only Tech card I've got. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to say Ultron. Oh, it was himself! But at least I know it's a high attack card I can dodge into. He betrayed himself. So I'm going to dodge into that Thor. As Guardian Rager. I wish I could activate this to activate Skids, but I can't. What will maximize my attack? I've got Skids here, but I don't have a way to gain a wound. I can KO a card from hand or discard pile to get more recruit, but it's not going to give me more net attack. So I think I just have to play all the attack I've got just as is. So that's going to be 3 attack from his Guardian Rager. That would be... I didn't play any tech, so there's 3 more attack from Genetic Experiments. I'm at 11. And if I decided to play Skids, I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's probably too late to take care of Blob. I'm thinking about that right now. So if I played Skids, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit. I'd 6 recruit with Soul Sacrifice. I could recruit an Irresistible Bribe, which would give me 3 more attack, but I might not need it. So let's spend what I've got right now to go ahead and hit the Mastermind and see what happens. Okay. Each other player puts a non-gray hero from their hand discard pile into the escape pile. I only have 1 card on my discard pile. It's Ultron, and so Ultron is going to go into the escape pile. I don't want to lose anything I've got in my hand. So that's going to be 2 tech. They're in the escape pile. I think one of the other Masterminds cares about Cybermod tech, so maybe that was a bad idea. But I don't remember exactly. But I do blow up this this tactic. Okay, we adapt. Only 2 more left to hit. That's a little bit of good news, right? Let's see who it is. Okay, it is Fearmaster. We haven't seen him yet. I haven't forgotten I have the 5 attack thing by the end of the turn, which I'm not going to do. Plus 1 attack for each gray hero you have. Alright, I don't have that many. And he's only 7. Oh, I can't hit him this turn, can I? I have 1 attack. I need 6. I can get, if I play Skids. I don't have a disc. If I had a discard pile. Oh, I could do this. Watch this. 3, 4, 5. If there was a 5 cost here, I could do it by recruiting it and then KOing it. And then recruiting something again, right? I don't think I can do this. Yeah, I have a full deck. I'm never going to be able to use Skids again. So I'm just going to go ahead and play her right now for 3 recruit. Seems like the only thing I can do. She goes away. I'll play my 1 more recruit from the agents. And I will soul sacrifice to get 1 recruit, and I'll go ahead and KO the agent. Which doesn't give me anything. Which gives me 5 recruit. If I play the agent, though, I can irresistible bribe and I can fight Blob. So hold on, I won't KO the agent. He's not coming back anyway. I'll play him instead of KOing. That'll be 6, which will let me pick up the bribe for 6, which is a card that costs 5 or more, which means I get 3 attack. Which means I have 4 attack. I can't fight. I already got rid of Skids, so I can't fight Blob. Ultron, I can't fight either, so that was for nothing anyway. Made me feel good about it for some reason. That turn was like, oh, there's almost a lot I can do. And this that was a lot of good cards. This next turn's probably not going to be very good. Yep, it's already starting terribly. Wow. Wow. What turn is it again? Turn 19? Okay. Wow, I managed to not pull a twist, but look at the hand I have. Oh, and I get a wound as well from not paying 5, so this is awful. Let me get that wound. You know, I'm feeling a little tired right now. I think I'm just gonna, you know. Well, it's now a 50-50 shot if I lose the game this turn or not. Okay. Turn 20 is not gonna lose me the game right away. Alright, I got as many possible turns as possible. That was redundant. Okay. Yeah, 1 card left in the villain deck. It's gonna be the twist. So we'll see. We'll see what I can do. I don't think I'm gonna have enough attack. I need 15 attack by my count, right? The other one's is he 8 or 9? I don't recall. We'll see what I can do. Alright, worthy challenge. That 2 attack again. I'm gonna have the best dodges in the world right now. Let's dodge the one that doesn't give recruit first, because I have 2 worthy challenges. Although I can't lean into tech because it's only gonna be 3. Let's dodge everything. Come on, give me something good. Okay. Dodge Army of Ultrons. That's good. There's only 1 card left in the villain deck. I'm gonna do 1 more dodge. And Ghost Rider. That's fun. I do get to defeat an Ultron for free. So we'll do that right now. So first we draw a card. I'm happy to see him on text, but now could have been useful somewhere else. Okay, in strength, defeat a villain of 3 attack or less for free. One of these Ultrons is 3 attack. Because I didn't do size changing. So I defeat this Ultron and gain him for free. Ghost Rider actually did his thing. Worthy challenge. 2 more attack. Jessica Jones. 4. And this is it. So I don't think I can win this game because the next turn is going to be a twist that empties the villain deck, which means the game is over. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe what does the Mastermind do? Is there any way I can rescue bystanders and do some shenanigans? I don't think so. Each other player discards 2 gray heroes. No. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. So let's just go ahead and hit the Mastermind and be heroes. Let's be heroes. Let's be heroes. Yep. Montax gets discarded. I got so close. And I adapt into... I'm 4 attacks short from winning the game right now. If I recruited one hero that costs 5 or more, I'd be able to do it. But I can't. So that's going to be the game. Let me finish this with my head held high. See what my next hand would have been. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, last card of the villain deck is going to be that Scheme Twist, which means that the villain deck is now empty, and unfortunately, it's an Evil Wins. You're right, Mystique did have News Reporter, but I think I would have dodged into a Trooper, so that wouldn't have helped me either, but yes. So close. So close. But that's okay. The good news for me, logistically, is that we get to play this again, but we get to randomize our heroes again. So I get to show you what happens when we lose an arcade game. So let's go back to the browser and check it out. I guess we won't be getting into game 4 today, but that's okay. That was very, very, very close. We get another shot at this. It's rough to lose this early, though, in a run, because it is going to get tougher. All right. So, if you lost, list the heroes with the highest number of cards here, 1 per player. Let's see who... I think it's Ultron, right? Ultron basically wasn't rescued. I have so many Ultron cards. Yeah, it's not going to be anywhere close for anybody else. Ultron, Ultron, Ultron. It's Ultron. Okay. So, Ultron. Okay. Ultron has been removed. He's been KO'd or removed from the randomizer. He can't be randomized again. I've lost a life. So now I go to attempt 2, which is literally the same exact setup. But we can't randomize Ultron on the villain deck. Normally, the villain setup would be exactly the same. But because Ultron has been KO'd, it's going to be somebody else getting trapped in the Microverse. We do get 4 heroes. Luckily, I didn't KO Party Thor, which would have been rough. So let's randomize 3 heroes and add an extra one. We're going to do the 4 that are going to be in the villain deck, or the hero deck. Hopefully my script works. We've got... Kitty Pryde, Freedom Fighters, and Queen Storm of Wakanda, plus the 4th hero, thanks to Alchemax and Force Executives. Oh, it didn't add anybody. My script is broken. I swear I clicked it. Let me try again. Oh, it's broken. So I'm gonna cheat here. I'm gonna randomize them up here and then copy them down there. Oh, cool, we get Doom 2099. So we're gonna put him as the 4th hero, which is great for the Cyber mod. And now we have to randomize the micro-sized hero. And it's going to be Brainstorm in the hero deck. Yeah, Kitty Pryde definitely helpful to have that X-Men for a really annoying blob situation. All right. So now I have to reset. And we're going to try this one more time, and hopefully I can win and move. Yeah, it did get more thematic. Should I do any replacements? I still have Dazzler and Party Thor. Dazzler's... Maybe I should have replaced Dazzler in this first one the entire time instead of Party Thor. Okay. I want to bring Dazzler in, I think, for more X-Men. Freedom Fighters are okay. Dazzler would be the only one to have Light Show. I'm tempted to replace the Freedom Fighters. They have Conqueror, right? And they care about some... I forget what they do. They're too new. Do you think I should swap in Dazzler for Freedom Fighters? I already have Kitty Pryde. It would be pretty bad with the micro-sized villains, too. She does have Light Show to get to attack or draw cards instead. And she does have some tech. You know what? I want an opportunity to use the Freedom Fighters. I won't use Dazzler here. I'm just gonna go with this as is. Queenstorm cares about covert and range, and there's some decent amount of that. You know what? We're gonna go with it as is. Then I won't have to filter any heroes out. Okay. So I have to stop the recording for YouTube because this is technically one game. No, actually, no. I'm gonna keep this going. It's a replay of the last game. I'll keep it going. I'll do a quick refresh. I don't have to use any of these heroes, which is good. All right. So far, so good. So that was one full game with the new overlay setup updates. What do you think? I'll put the same bystander back in because that's only fair. And I'll randomize a new one. By randomize, I mean pick a new one. So far, so good. Any suggestions for the counters? Did they easy to read? They were like them better or worse than the dice? Let me know what you think as I do a quick reset. I gotta go grab those heroes too. So here's all the Brotherhood. 2 Death's Heads are gonna start in the city. It just took me way too long to fight those Masterminds, you know. I'll try again. So yeah, this is Ultron. I'll sort these out later. Party Thor was a lot of fun. Couldn't really get him to work the way he's supposed to, though. Starter cards. Scheme Twist. Ugh, Death's Heads over here. 2 of them go into the villain deck. Here's all 5 strikes. I unlocked nobody because I lost! Tony King. I ended up KOing Ultron. He's out of the randomizer. I got through 3 of the 4 Mastermind tactics, and I was 4 attacks short of winning the Mastermind the last time. And I ran out of cards in the villain deck, which is the Evil Wins condition. So we're gonna try it again with my new heroes. I'll talk about those in a second. So it's gonna take me some more muscle memory time to get it right, but I really enjoy not having to actually add up the attack. I just pressed, you know, the increments over and over, and then it just was the number I needed, like magic. Math is magic. Okay, I need to filter out my starters out of here. I do technically have a second set of starters, but I don't have the fun user ones, and I need those in there. Because they're really helping keep all this stuff going. Wound goes away. Yeah, the villain deck is exactly the same, except for the hero I gotta put in. Here's the tactics. I didn't lose Party Thor, he's still there. Thanks to the scheme. If I didn't have this scheme, I probably would have lost Party Thor. Okay, so I have to go get Brainstorm and shuffle her into the villain deck, and then I gotta get the rest of those heroes. So I hope I can win this one. Don't have a lot of time left. All right. You want to see something cool? I haven't really talked about my current storage method, but maybe I should. I gotta grab Katie Pryde, Freedom Fighters, Queenstorm, Dr. Doom. This is the part that always takes forever. So bear with me. There's Dr. Doom. Freedom Fighters. Okay, Katie Pryde. And Queenstorm. So I'm not totally done. No worries. I'm not totally done with this this storage method, but you might be. I'm gonna show you. What I've got here, and I think it's pretty cool. Check this out. This is the storage method I'm working on for my cards. In 3, 2, 1. Check it out. That's pretty cool, isn't it? I'm working on a system of deck boxes for all the cards. On the top, they have the name. So I just put them in my box and I pick up the ones I want. So now I just take them out of the box. Let me get these out of the way. They've really helped me. I can just grab all the boxes and go set up. Isn't it? I'm still in process of this, so in progress. I will share all the details about how it all works later. I won't be gatekeeping that. I'm just not done. I'm pretty much done. I just have to make some labels for the last few sets, and that's all. I've put in a lot of work over it. It's one of those things I kind of absentmindedly labeled. I was doing other things. It is like a cassette collection. In fact, I'm trying to find, and this is impossible, I can't find one of those cassette holders that puts the tapes in this way instead of this way. I don't know if they exist. I would love to find one. Yeah. Definitely helps me pick up the setup real quick and take it somewhere else. I got Dr. Doom and Brainstorm. I've never played with them in the same game together. I have a question. Do you think, since we saw Dr. Doom in 2nd edition, do you think her rare is going to work differently? This says, use one of Dr. Doom's Mastermind tactics, but then in parentheses it says the core original tactic effects. Do you think it's going to be interpreted as you have to use the original ones because they're quoted there? Or can you be sneaky and say, ooh, there's a new Dr. Doom now, I can use those tactics? I don't know what they are, they might not apply. A little bit of cheesy in the game, but it's fun to think about. Yeah, so I have, so these boxes, I've researched which box works the best. I got a lot of samples. And these ones, yeah, I think so too. I was trying to have fun with it, but yeah, you're all right. They fit 14 cards perfectly. So I have them for Masterminds as well, but there's a lot of wasted space. But I just kind of like how tangible those boxes are, so I don't care. 2E was probably in the works while Annihilation was out. Yeah, well, the cards say 2023. So you're probably right about that. I think it seemed like it was ready to go in 2023. And for whatever reason, they couldn't release it at that time. But very likely. All right, let me clear my numbers. Very happy to be using Doom 2099. We're still finalizing the tier list. If you haven't been voting along, we're revisiting those tier list entries from the past several years that didn't quite make it to 25 votes on the fun level. Dr. Doom, though, reached that threshold, and he's one of the most fun heroes in the game. I don't think the new tactics will help us much. They seem to be tuning the 2nd edition baddies up, and it's well deserved, well needed. The only one we haven't really seen yet is Loki. And Loki was the toughest Mastermind in the core set. So I wonder how if that's going to be the same or not. Mastermind plus always leads equals 13 to 15 cards. Yeah, but I play a lot of solo, so I don't put the always leads in there. I have separate boxes for those. Plus, I do have tokens, so a lot of the Masterminds have tokens, and those fill out the box nicely. I also have boxes for all the schemes that use tokens, but I have all the schemes in a binder, and I put like a little piece of blue tape on all the schemes that have tokens, so that means go to the box for stuff for this. I could put them in the same box, but then I can't have them all in the same binder, you know? That wooden gun scene is very funny. But Wolverine seems like he can take care of Magneto no problem, which is funny. But you can only do so much with the flavor. Unless Wolverine now is a tech card. He could, I don't know. We haven't seen his full hero set yet. All right, I think that is enough shuffling. Let me double check my starters. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? I want to quickly jump back over to the browser once more. So here is our setup. We are playing. It is, once again, Alchemax executives, trap heroes in the Microverse with the Brotherhood and Death's Heads. But we lost the last game, so now we are actually playing with Kitty Pryde, Freedom Fighters, Queen Storm, Dr. Doom as the heroes. And Brainstorm is the micro-sized hero. Micro-sized villain becoming hero. And she has different hero classes, so her size changing is going to be a bit tougher to get. Weapon X does have a tech common, so I wonder again if the core set will change. So we'll find out. All right. Let's fill up our HQ. Wow. What cool art that card is, right? As the rare. Going through a phase, Kitty Pryde. Oh, we got a mulligan. Lockheed, intangible qualities, and torrential downpour. Double 8 rares in the starting HQ. So I will elect to do the... It's so tempting to keep rares around, but I will do the starting HQ mulligan because otherwise my options are not as wide as I need them to be. Which means you set aside any cards that cost 7 or more. Fill out the HQ. If any more come up, you set those aside. So there's intangible qualities, another intangible qualities, 3 intangible qualities, and then you shuffle the rares back into the hero deck. I hope DC Core Set is going to be closer to 2nd edition in terms of power level. Yeah, so it's literally designed by the same person and coming out around the same time. So I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, the 2nd edition is basically Devin's chance to use everything he's learned designing this game over this last 12 plus years and put it all into a revision of the core set, and of course did the same thing with DC. I look forward to seeing what else DC does. We did see Captain Cold. He was demoed at Gen Con 2025 last year. Yep. Okay. So Death's Heads come in. Death's Heads come in, and we have our starting hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I thought it was going to be a full 6. But at least that means in the next hand I can fight a henchman. It might be. I'm looking forward to seeing how Hope and Fear actually works in practice. All right. Hopefully I can win this so we can move on to Battle 4 next time. Thanks for sticking with me. Here we go. Let's try to... Oh, we got to adapt. It's going to be Fear Master at the beginning. Who gets +1 attack for each gray hero I have. He's the worst one to start with. Cool. But let's begin this game. Turn 1. Here we go. We've got... Okay, our first Brainstorm. This is Borrow from the Future Brainstorm. She enters as a micro-sized villain with attack equal to her cost. Luckily, she has some cheap costs in here. With size changing ranged. Kind of a rough one to enter early because I'm not going to get arranged for a while. Speaking of recruiting, let's play all 5 of our recruit. And let's look at our choices. We have 3 of these in the HQ. We've got Intangible Qualities Kitty Pryde, which is put a card from the HQ in the bottom of the hero deck. If that card had a recruit icon, you get +2 recruit. If that card had an attack icon, you get +2 attack. If both, you get both. This is an interesting one. Yes, I will have 3 attack next turn, which I can use to fight any of these. This is interesting because I want to take 1 or 2, but maybe keep the rest around. But I should probably take one of the 4 costs this turn, which is including going through a phase Kitty Pryde, 1 of each stat, X Gene, X Men, draw a card, and then we have one of my favorite hero sets is Queen Storm. She's got ranged ambush, which won't affect me now. 2 attack, and then range, you get empowered by ranged. Having a full ranged HQ is not too out of the question, given that Dr. Doom is in this setup as well. So she's a good one to get. I think what I want to do first, though, is going through a phase, because if I take a Kitty Pryde on my next turn, I'm only going to have 3 recruit, and I probably will do that. Then I'll shuffle up, and then maybe I can recruit another Kitty Pryde and get to draw a card. Plus, I want those X-Men for the Brotherhood, and I'm going to be taking a lot of her. So let's go ahead and take going through a phase for my first recruit. And there's our first Freedom Fighter, Steel Warrior. Streets Conqueror 1, draw a card. He's adorable. Look at him. Oh, yeah. I got to meet one of the Black Panther artists at the time. It was a Comic-Con several years ago, and he said he had forgotten he did the art. It had been so long since he did it, which was very funny. He's artist Karen Grant, the one who did more of the stylized art in Black Panther, like on Prey and Killmonger. I really dig that style. Okay, turn 2 is a Master Strike. Okay, 2 lowest cost heroes from the HQ go into the escape pile, and unfortunately they're going to be both Instinct, and they're going to be both Kitty Pryde intangible qualities, and its everybody's going to go off immediately. Not a good start. So 1 and 2 intangible qualities in the escape pile. I gotta find my Instinct token. The only one I didn't use last game, of course. There it is. instinct token, and there are 2 of those in there right now. Trying to color code best I can. I don't have green dice. 2 instinct. Okay. Then Cyberbot instinct. Count the number of instinct cards in the escape pile. Oh, it's 2. Each player discards that many non-gray heroes. At least it doesn't affect me right now. Then each player then draws a card for each card they discarded this way. Adapt. Look, I got Doom Blast and Ghost in the Machine. That's good. The artists they announced for 2nd edition, by the way, are a couple artists that have done work on Legendary before, and some that haven't, but their art is very good. I forget the artist's name who did Dr. Doom 2099, but he did art for 2nd edition as well, which is very cool. All right, so we adapt into the same guy. I don't know why this is happening, but it is. Okay, so I've got a 3 and 3. This is 3 attack, 3 recruit, because of course it is. And I can fight. I will choose to spare the Death's Head so I can get their attack bonus later. I can fight Borrow from the Future and gain it, which is a really good pickup at this point in the game because I'm about to shuffle. And we'll just try to size changing the rest of them. As far as recruit, there's now only... Oh, there's 2 cards I can take. We got Doom Blast showing up, which is Cyberbot range, you get +1 attack, and Cyberbot triple range, and instead you get +3 attack. I need his other card that can send those undercover first, which I'm going to want. Plus, I can keep him there for Queen Storm's Empowered if I want. Intangible Qualities is the one that helps me flush the hero deck, or the HQ, and give me some value for that. Plus, I need an X-Men for that X-Gene effect I got. I'm going to take Kitty Pryde for 3, like I planned to do in the first place. Kitty Pryde is one of those hero sets that I have overlooked. I did overlook for a long time. However, she rated higher in the tier list than I expected, and so I reviewed her hero set, and it is actually pretty good and useful. Very high versatility because of that HQ refresh that you don't always get. That's a good thing. Okay, turn 2. Full reshuffle, you never know what it's going to be. Okay, this could be... I don't get to draw a card unless I recruit an X-Men, which I might do. I might get to draw on top of this. Turn 3 is another Death's Heads. If you fight him, you outwit. KO one of your cards will cost 0. Alright. So, I have 4 recruit without playing anything else. So what I could do is, if I really wanted to, I could wait to play Going Through a Phase until I recruit Going Through a Phase. Or I could play it right now and get 5 recruit, but there's nothing here that costs 5. I might as well draw to see if I can get 1 more attack in order to hit a Death's Heads. So we're going to start by recruiting first. We will take another Going Through a Phase. X-Gene, by the way, I didn't mention this. It means, do you have one of these cards in your discard pile? And we got another Queen Storm. Okay, now I do have an X-Men in my discard pile, so I get 1 recruit, 1 attack, and a card draw. And yes, that's a good thing. I'll play the Trooper for another attack. And this is great. Unfortunately, I can't get enough more recruit, but I can get enough attack to hit a Death's Heads. So I have to pick a hero to tuck. They all have attack icons. What do? Steel Warrior, Streets Conqueror 1, draw a card. In this setup, chances are the Streets will have somebody in them. I do like Ghost in the Machine, that cares about different costs in the HQ, but it might not be as effective in this game. There's a lot of similar costs. I'd rather lean into the ranged and powered. I'm considering tucking this, because it maxes out in this setup at 5 attack, which is still good. But it's probably going to end... Well, if I get a rare in there and keep it around, the value goes up. I'm going to be a little biased, and I guess I will tuck a Steel Warrior to the bottom and get 2 attack. More Freedom Fighters will show up. There's another Queen Storm. Okay, so now with 4 attack, I have a 3 cost, a 4 cost, and a 0 cost. I do outwit. Let's clear the rooftops, fighting them for 3. And I get to KO one of my cards that costs 0. Once again, I learned my lesson. Getting rid of troopers early is usually pretty good. I mean, they should look odd. They're you know, quantum creatures. I'm gonna KO an agent this time because I'm worried about the city getting overwhelming again. He probably has. I'm not gonna ask. 4, 5, 6. Alrighty. Turn 4 is another micro-sized Brainstorm. Another cheaper card. Plus, I have a ranged. So she size changings herself. So she's going to be 1 attack this turn, which is great because I might not be able to afford much more. Let's go ahead and play her. Borrow from future. 1 attack. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it costs 2 or more, draw it. Otherwise, discard it or put it back. It is giraffes, and these giraffes cost 0, so I'm going to discard it. And she doesn't go out of time right now. Well, that's okay. Who has the time to go out of time? Oh, I have a 3rd attack. Borrow from the Microverse, yes. Okay. So, here's the situation I'm in. I could fight that Brainstorm, but... Oh, I don't outwit. I'm going to lose... I have 2 attack left over, but that's fine. And, yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and take Brainstorm out for 1 because of that size changing. But I'll try to save the valuable KOs for later. Probably also, I am thrilled that I did a whole entire first half of the stream, and it seems like my settings updates have worked because it's been super smooth. Visually and performance-wise, so couldn't ask for more. I have 3 recruit. Let's look at my options. A Hurricane Winds did come in. 2 recruit, and I can move villains around, which will help with prioritizing escapes. I do get empowered by covert when I play it. There's not going to be a lot of that. Oh, there is some. I don't know what the issue is going to look like. It could be more range, could be more covert. I really do like Doom Blast, but I want to cyber mod first. I need to recruit right now, so I'm going to go ahead and take Hurricane Winds. And I do have. Did I not take a covert Kitty Pryde? Maybe I didn't. Oh, I did it. So, oh, and I have another covert. I have 2 of them, which I forgot. So that's good. All right. It's another reshuffle. So let's see if I can get something good. I can send one of these at a time, which is fun. Turn 5 gives us... All right, our first twist for this game. Kitty Pryde has covert but no range. Doom needs to send range cards undercover. He does. I'm going to have to send Brainstorm undercover. I'm going to get a lot of her cards anyway. And then maybe keep Storm out there for Storm, you know? All right, play 2 cards in the villain deck. Let's go to the villain deck. Our first card is Sabretooth. Each player reveals an X-Men hero gains his wound. This is fight effect. Second card from the villain deck is another twist. Will I lose this game even faster than the last one? I don't know. We'll see. Villain deck time. First card played is another Death's Heads entering the city. And the second one is... There's something weird going on in the quantum realm or the microverse. A lot of, you know, a lot of copies, a lot of printing. I don't know what that's all about. It's a little unnerving if you ask me. Okay, I gotta tuck a hero now. Intangible qualities is good to tuck with the other intangible qualities I have. I kind of want to make this all ranged to prepare for Storm, but that could be silly. I think at this point in time, the Xerox first, I think I have to tuck Doom Blast. It's a cool card to look at and I love it. It's a common, more will come up, but it's the least useful right now, I think. How much recruit am I going to have this turn? Just 2? I need to uncover a 2 cost anyway. It is, but like the villain deck is full of Brainstorms too. And we got going through a phase. Okay. Maybe, it wouldn't be cool if there was a surprise in 2nd edition where that wasn't the case with the Brotherhood. I still think, given the cards we saw in Spider-Man renditions, it's still going to be a lot of 4x2. Whatever. Okay, 1 attack. Top card of my deck. It costs 0, so I discard it. I choose to discard it. I will play the second. We'll say this is the first one. I do shortcuts like that. I'll play the second one. 1 more attack. Top card of my deck. I discard this one. I really need an out of time effect. So imagine it goes out of time, which means I play at the start of my next turn. So that one goes out of time. Sound effects were for free. There you go. 2 more attack. And 1 recruit here. Going through a phase. Do I have any X-Men in the discard pile? I don't. And I don't have enough to recruit any, so I'm going to have to play this right now without doing anything else. So 1 attack, 1 recruit. That gives me 5 attack. I can fight Sabretooth without gaining a wound. I probably should do that. I do have an extra attack coming next turn from Brainstorm, so hopefully I can hit one of those 3-costers later. So we'll fight. Definitely bringing along some X-Men was a better decision for this game. But I will avoid the wound. Sidekick time. Let's see who we get. Speaking of X-Men. And we get... That's an officer. What is she doing in the sidekick deck? It was Hairball the whole time. She was babysitting Hairball. There's my answer. I didn't know she knew Aunt May. Alright. New turn. Victoria got demoted. So from out of time, let's go ahead and put it over here like this so it looks weird. And new hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's demoted to cat duty. Oh, sorry, Speedball. The Speedball's cat. Aunt May's dog is in the game. She was babysitting for Speedball. Okay, turn 6. Thank you. Master Strike time. I swear the cat did it. Here we go. Put the 2 lowest cost heroes in the issue into the escape pile. That's Ghost in the Machine Kitty Pryde. The lowest cost. I did the opposite. It's getting late. Okay, Kitty Pryde, and then one of these 4s. I guess I'll give the other Kitty Pryde. Although it's more likely he's gonna pick. They're gonna pick up some ranged. So I should probably. What's the smarter move here? I know one of them has covert. Cares about covert. I'm gonna give one of the Queen Storms. Okay, so that means 1 ranged, and we have 3 instinct in there. That was rough. I do have a lot of covert empowered, if that happens. Then Cybermod Instinct, count the number of instinct cards in the escape pile. Now it's 3. Each player discards that many non-gray heroes and draws a card for each card they discarded this way. It's a Dark Memories. I just realized that's... no, it's not. It's a Waking Nightmare. It's a weird Waking Nightmare. Okay, well, I can only do 2. Because Brainstorm's not in my hand. I discard my 2 non-grays here. And then draw 2 more cards. 1 and 2. Yep, that really messed me up. And then adapt. I lost the ability to fight anything. Even with the out of time. And that's going to be a problem, given the state of the city right now. We adapt into Tiger Wild again. No tech in the escape pile yet. Now we play from out of time. Brainstorm. I can only hope I get to draw something. Top card of my deck does cost 2 or more. Sweet. Unfortunately, it doesn't give me any attack. But whatever. Then this goes to my discard pile for being played out of time. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 recruit, 1 lowly attack here, and Hurricane Winds, which is going to give me 2 recruit. I can move villains around. I don't really have to move anybody. I like the order that it's in, so I'll move Death's Head to the rooftops for no reason. And with 7 recruit, I can get a rare that's not here, and with 2 attack, I can fight a villain that's not there for 7. But I will pick up Ghost in the Machine, because this does give me some decent attack, plus I can get it out of the HQ. So I'll take it for 6. And Veb shows up. This is from Veb concept art. He's the holes guy. He's got reveal the top card of your deck. If that card has any holes printed inside of its icons, draw it. Hi. Okay. That's it for this turn. That's all I can do. I feel like I'm shuffling a lot. Brainstorm's definitely helping with that. I can't tell you at this time if this game's going better or not. What do you think? Is this game going better for me? I feel like it might be going worse. I'm getting a more momentum on my deck, though, so... The city's not great the way it is, though. See what this hand is. 3, 4, 5. All right, I got Covert Empowered. That's good with what's going on here. We'll see if I survive. Okay. Okay, an expensive Brainstorm. This is her reprogrammed Doombot Legions that does the Doombot fight effect. It has size-changing tech, which I don't have, and it is 6 attack. That doesn't help. Okay. I don't have X-Gene, but I want to get empowered, so I'm going to have to play the Covert first. I will start with Brainstorm with her 1 attack. Top part of my deck does cost 1 or more, and she triggers off herself like she's so good at doing. I'll play the second one. 1 more attack. And top card is Kitty Pryde. Ooh. I can discard it to get X-Gene, which I might just end up using to draw something useless. I could put it in my hand, which would give me 2 attack and 2 recruit by tucking one of these after I get empowered. And that's probably the better use, honestly. So I'm going to draw it. Oh, I can't discard it. I don't even have a choice. I don't know what I was thinking. So I will send this out of time. So again, you're welcome for the sound effects. Okay, well, let's do the empowered first. X-Gene. I'm not going to be able to do X-Gene without... I could play Intangible Qualities first, but I want to send one of these under, and I want all the attack I can get. So I'm going to play this as is. 1 attack, 1 recruit. No X-Gene effect. Then I'm going to play Hurricane Winds. 2 recruit. I won't move anybody around. No reason to do that right now. And I get empowered by Covert. So that's 1, 2, 3 attack. Which is very welcome. Let's get some more attack. We're going to tuck one of these going through a phase, and I get 2 attack, or 2 points for each icon. So I get 2 attack and 2 recruit. And I'll play all my great. So 1 more attack. I'm telling you, I'm really enjoying not having to increment the dice. I think this is a much improved system, to be honest. Well, with 9 attack, I can go 3, 3, 3, and I can KO 3 grays. Because I definitely outwit. I have a 3 cost, I have a 3 cost, and a 4. As soon as I KO my last gray, I don't outwit anymore, but that doesn't matter. I could KO Brainstorm, but or rescue Brainstorm, but I like the idea of going 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do it with Flare. We're going to do it all at once. I'm going to fight them all at once, which is technically not really all at once. Okay, I get to KO 3 of my heroes that cost 0. So let's do it. 1, 2, 3. That's awesome. I'm happy that that happened. And you were all here to witness it. Now what to recruit? We didn't really look at Veb. He looks for cards with holes in the icons. And you draw it, and you can do some KOing. I do have some Instinct. That would be a nice way to get rid of my extra grays. Plus, if I recruit this, and a 5 cost comes up, I can take that. So I think I am going to go ahead and take it for 2. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see what we've got. Ooh, I was right to wait. I did get a 5 cost. It's Zolom. Other concept art. 2+ attack, Bridge Conqueror 1, and then range, which I will have. You get +2 attack. Happily. I would happily take this. I'm glad I waited. And there's Quaz from the Freedom Fighters, which is actually Cheaty from The Good Place. And this works really well with Kitty Pryde. I might just tuck this. Although I get to explore for Kitty Pryde and her values. Okay. What was I doing? Yes. Ending my turn. Out of time, Brainstorm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, All right, next up we've got a twist. Luckily I cleared lots of the city. We'll see if it matters. Back to the villain deck. Here we go. First one is Master Strike. The two leftmost heroes from the HQ into the escape pile. Okay. Kitty Pryde and Queen Storm, unfortunately, are lost, and that's going to be the two coverts that other Mastermind needed. So there we go. 1, 2. So far, these setups and these games are very fun, albeit frustrating. Then Cybermod Tech, which does fail. Each player reveals a tech card or discards a card and adapt. Love adapting Masterminds, though. I'm sure there's some DC characters who are going to get some adapting Masterminds. All right. We've got John Harrod back, the exact guy who wanted those two coverts. So he gets +5 attack. Unfortunately. He's at 13. And will be for the rest of the game unless I can pull any out of there, which is not going to be easy to do. Now I got to play another card from the villain deck because that was just one of two from the Scheme Twist. The second one is going to be another Master Strike. He's not sticking around, apparently. Okay. Put the two right... Oh, I didn't refill. Doom. Steel Warrior. Put the two rightmost heroes in the HQ into the escape pile. All right, that's a covert and arranged. So we just put those numbers up. It's a 3. Stealing all my heroes. You see why you put an extra hero in the hero deck. Then Cybermod Covert, you may pay 5 attack this turn to expose Fake Captain America. If you do, KO one of your heroes. If you don't put into this turn, each player gains a wound. Maybe I'll do it this turn. Not as much pressure on the city. Oh! Tear through time itself, which, given the amount of recruit I've been able to generate this game, I might be able to get that. Let's do an extra free turn once. Which I like a lot. And we're back to John Harrod. He comes back. Which is unfortunate, because he's the one that has too much attack to hit. He's a 13. A lot happened. We are here. Okay, so from out of time comes Brainstorm once again. I just played 2 strikes off of 1 twist, is what happened. Did I tuck a hero after those? I don't think I did. I think I forgot to tuck a hero after that. Those two strikes played by a twist. Yes. What do I tuck? I love this. This is the one that sends things undercover for his other card. Steel Warrior is kind of inconsequential because it draws a card. I'm going to send it undercover. Or not. Nope. I'm going to put it to the bottom of the hero deck. Ghost in the Machine, Kitty Pryde. Okay. Back to what I was doing. I play from out of time because I have to. Borrow from the future. Top card of the deck. Cost 2. I draw the cat. And let's play the cat. Let's go to my discard pile, actually. 1 more attack. Draw a card. Hairball goes away. Now I can play... Going through a phase, my discard pile does have plenty of X-Men cards. For Kitty Pryde, 1 more attack and recruit. And I draw. Again, lots of drawing happening. How many different costs in the HQ right now? 3, 6, 6, 8, 3. There's only 3 different costs. If I recruit one of these 3-costers, there's a decent chance I can get 1 more attack out of this. So let's play my Graves first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 recruit and 2 attack. Leaves me at 5 and 5. I'm not going to get 6. So I might as well take one of these Doctor's Doom to send things undercover. We're going to go ahead and pick up Subvert This New Future. I got to not forget, I can spend 5 attack for the Master Strike if I want. So I'll pick it up for 3. And we got a 5 cost. All right, that's a different cost. So now when we play Ghost in the Machine, I got 5, 6, 8, and 3. That's going to be 4 attack for 4 different costs, which gives me 9, which is not enough to hit more than 1 thing, which is wild. No tech. Oh, I do have a tech. I was double checking. So Brainstorm's actually at 4, so I can. That's actually perfect. So Ghost in the Machine is going to be coming in clutch here. So where were we? Okay, in the sewers is reprogrammed Dubot Legion's micro size, has side changing tech. So when I play Ghost in the Machine, this goes down by 4. When I fight it, by 2 to make it 4. So we'll take it out for 4 and gain it as a hero. Perfect. And we're left with exactly 5 attack, which I won't use on Sabretooth, surprisingly. I'm going to use it to pay to avoid the wound. Now, I completely forgot. Was it this Mastermind? Was it John Herod? Yes, it was. You may pay 5 attack this turn to expose Fake Captain America. If you do, KO one of your heroes. Okay, so I will expose Fake Captain America for 5 and KO one of my heroes, which is going to be, I think I'm good on the recruit for now, so this agent's gonna go. And I have 2 recruit left. So we'll get a sidekick for the final 2. And it's gonna be Prodigy. Welcome the tech. That's good. I've done a lot of KOing. I think I'm building up a solid deck, and I haven't had an escape yet, and the city's pretty empty. So now, I think I can confidently say that this game is going better. Which I'm happy to be able to say, because last game was very frustrating. This is going to be a long video. Again, I'm very happy with how good this looks. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6. I got the Doombot Legions. I got some good stuff here. Turn 9. Another twist. Move this over. All right, once again, play 2 cards in the villain deck. Couldn't be simpler. First one is Time Loop Experiments, the one that's free if I have attack, which I do. Just like Ultron. Just like last game. Second card from the villain deck is... Wow, another freebie. This is a very generous turn of events. Both are going for free. I can clear the city this turn. The whole thing. And now I tuck a hero. Do I want another Ghost in the Machine? Do I want to keep Zolom around? I'm going to have 2 recruit this turn. Zolom's very good. Have a lot of ranged. Do I tuck the other Doom? I really like his hero, so I'm not really able to use it. But I don't need this many more of these. I have gotten a lot of KOs, so I'm going to end up putting Doom on the bottom. The worst kind of yogurt. And I got Kitty Pryde's rare Lockheed. Okay. Let's do what we came here to do. I've got 3 attack from Brainstorm, no power. I've got Zolom, 2 attack, no Bridge Conqueror, no superpower. I've got 2 attack from Troopers. And I've got 1 and 2. Yeah, you know what's going to happen to those, right? So I end up with 2 recruit and 7 attack. Now all I got to do is play this tech, which I did, and I get to basically size changing the 2 costers to fight them for 0 and gain them for 0. So let's just do it in bulk and fight and gain. Easy. Now, with 7 attack, I don't have an X-Men hero to avoid the wound from Sabretooth. So the only reason I would actually fight this turn is for, you know, my own pride, I suppose, but also to keep the city completely clear, because Twist could still cascade. I hate wasting attack like this. I'm still going to do it. I might get an enraging one. Who knows? That's the cool thing about wounds now, is that you might get a helpful one. Let's see. I did not. I got a really bad one. Corrosive webbing. What was he doing with that? Maybe I shouldn't ask such questions. All right, I've got 2 recruit left. Time for a sidekick. And it's Layla Miller. More tech. I have both of the tech sidekicks. New hand coming up. And I have an instinct to trigger off Kitty Pryde. I got some good combos here. I don't have a covert yet, but I could draw into it. And there's this HQ would be great for the Queen Storm ranged. I don't think I have it though. Okay, a Time Loop Experiments again, which is a freebie on a tech turn. I gotta watch out for a Twist Cascade. Could happen again. I might be able to get a rare this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can pick up Dr. Doom's rare, I think. Yeah, I definitely can. I'm going to start by doing this. Play Intangible Qualities to put the Quaz card on the bottom of the hero deck, and it has both symbols, so I basically get what it says here. 2 recruit for each. Two points for each. Wow, 3 rares. Oh, I got my pick of the litter here. There's only 4 rares in the whole deck. Okay, I've got Dr. Doom Subvert This New Future. You may send this and a card from your hand or discard pile under cover. If you do, you get +1 recruit. I'm gonna go ahead and send this corrosive webbing under cover to get a 3rd recruit. I know it's the shield symbol. I can't do anything about it. That's the 3rd recruit. Don't blame me. All right. Next up, we're going to play Veb for 1 attack. Top card of my deck is Kitty Pryde. It has holes in the 4. I won't KO it. I will draw it. And X-Gene, is that going to work? Do I have it? I might not. No, I don't have an X-Men in there right now. But I want to play it for the Empowered Covert, but there's no Covert in here at all. I'll play the 2 Grays. I don't think there's a reason not to right now. Which is going to give me 7. So do I want to take... she's X-Factor. Yeah, she's X-Factor Investigations. Unfortunately, that won't work. So let's check out the Freedom Forever first. So if I have attack and Explorer Instinct, you may choose a player. You're good. You may choose a player to gain the found hero. But here's what Doom's does. Tear Through Time itself is 6 attack. You may send a card from your hand to discard pile under cover. Faded Future, which means without any trigger, you just put this in the bottom of your deck. And then double Cybermod ranged. The card I sent under cover was already ranged, so I'm halfway there. If you haven't taken any extra turns this game, you may take another turn after this one. Don't play a card from the villain deck at the start of that turn. I get an extra turn. So I want to take... And oh, one more rare. Lockheed. Soaring Flight goes to my next hand as an extra card, and put a card from the HQ in the bottom of the hero deck. You get plus attack equal to its cost. Real good for tucking these rares if I want to do that. I definitely want to recruit Dr. Doom. So what I'm going to do is this. Maybe I'll get some extra attack, which I just need attack, but I'm not going to do that. So I'll play Going Through a Phase, 1 attack and recruit without any X-Gene. And then we're going to go ahead and recruit Tear Through Time itself. A fantastic rare to pick up, no pun intended. Very happy about that. No Covert, unfortunately. So when I play Hurricane Winds, even though I do activate the power, I can move villains around. Let's move her to the bridge. And I don't get empowered by anything. Well, I do get empowered by Covert, but there aren't any to get empowered by. But I'm at 4 attack. So I can still fight Time Loop Experimenters without reducing. So let's go ahead and do that. Fight for 2, and then gained. And I have enough left for a sidekick once more. I don't think I recruited this one this turn. It's Hairball again. It's another Hairball. Okay, all I gotta do is thin the deck so the rare shows up. Easier said than done. You know, it's fun. If I play... What happens if I play Prodigy as a copy of Borrow from the Future as the second time I play it? Does he go out of time and then go to the sidekick deck? I'd rather not think about that. Turn 11. Another twist. 2 cards are played from the villain deck by me. Here we go. Uh-oh. This is bad. I haven't pulled a back-to-back twist like that yet. So here's how this works. I'm going to keep this up here to remind me that we have 1 in the chamber. Here's how I got to do this so I don't forget. We have played 1 card from this twist. We have 1 card from this twist to go. And we have 2 cards from this twist to go. Here we go. Otherwise I will forget. Okay, here's the second card from the first twist. It's Blob. So this twist is exhausted. Now we gotta play 1 card from this twist. Here we go. First one is another twist. So it enters the queue of twists. Maybe I can just exhaust all the twists this way. Now I play the second card from this twist, which is Juggernaut coming in. which is, again, is ambush. Each player KOs 2 heroes from the discard pile. Get that out of there. I have Graves in there, which is good. I have 1 and 2. So these 2 agents get KO'd. I have plenty to recruit. Alright, now I gotta play 2 cards from this twist. The first one is another Juggernaut. Wow, that's actually really helpful. That's KOing 4 Graves. Turn this down to 1. Who's left? Kylie on the chopping block, and so is you, Montags. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's gonna be you 2. Okay, that was actually very helpful. I just KO'd all 4 agents from my discard pile. And then we got 1 more card to play from the villain deck. I was about to advance the city, but I don't know what it's gonna be yet. It is... Alright, I am gonna advance the city. Alright, that actually worked out pretty well for me. We got another micro-sized Doombot that I can size change down this turn. Yeah, this is why Juggernaut needs that nerf, right? Okay. Let's start with Brainstorm. Top card of my deck is the last card in my deck, and it's another Brainstorm. I'll draw it. Thank you. I missed that one. I don't have many choices for tucking. I got 2 rares in here, and one that costs 6 will work. But Doomblast is good. I'm gonna get Cybermod double ranged soon, I think. If I played Ghost in the Machine this turn, that's 5 different costs. I gotta tuck Zolom. Okay, I got another Ghost in the Machine. Okay, well, before I shuffle in my discard pile, I'm gonna do this X-Gene so I can draw and then make it so I can't X-Gene anymore. So 1 attack, 1 recruit, and then draw a card. I do have a Ghost in the Machine. I messed up the Ghost in the Machine. I just lost some power on it by doing that, but I can... Prodigy does 6 or less. I can play it twice for some extra attack, though. Draw another one. This one won't work because I don't have any X-Men on discard pile anymore, but I will play... this won't work for that. 1 more attack, top card of my deck. Hairball. It costs 2 or more, so I draw it, and this goes out of time. Let's go with Hairball now. 1 more attack, and I draw intangible qualities. Okay. I'm going to put one of these Ghosts in the Machine on the bottom to try to make this Ghost in the Machine stronger. So let's do that. Let's put this Ghost in the Machine on the bottom. I'll get 2 attack for doing that. Let's see if I get a cost that's not 6, 7, 3, or 8. No, I got a 3. I did it again with Hairball. Hairball's out of here. Alright, well, I have 1 recruit. I can get 2. I can get 3. I could try to recruit a 3 cost, but I can also try to recruit a more expensive card this turn. If I play Prodigy as a copy of Intangible Qualities, and I tuck Hurricane Winds, I not only will get 2 attack and 2 recruit, but I will get a chance at increasing Ghost in the Machine. Or I can copy Ghost in the Machine, which will give me a total of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 attack, 15, 16. And I can hit the Mastermind and then some. To get to 13, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. I couldn't do it without doing that. And it's a priority to hit the Mastermind, so I think what I'm going to do is just say 4 attack is plenty. Play Ghost in the Machine for 4. Do the 4 different costs in the HQ. I will play Prodigy as a copy of Ghost in the Machine to get 4 more attack. Send them away. And now I have enough to hit the Mastermind. Just double checking. Yeah, he's got his Cybermod tech that's not going... Cybermod Covert not going away. Let's go ahead and hit him for 13. The city is very full for me to be doing this, but I'm doing it anyway. I played a lot of twists. I can only hope that the rest are somewhere else. Yeah, it cost me everything I had. So let's see. Fight KO 2 of your heroes. Oh, I really should have played these. I didn't play these yet. I guess I didn't reveal anything, so I can, yeah, I didn't shuffle a tactic. It was already there. So I can safely, without guilt, backtrack on those. Play those first, and then KO them. And take out the tactic, and I adapt. All right. Did I give myself an extra attack? I think I did. I think I had exactly 13. I just didn't press the button enough time. Let me double check. Yep, that was 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep. And I spent it all in one place. They tell you not to do that. Did I listen? Apparently not. Tiger Wild's back. No strength. He's only at 9. I gotta capitalize on that when I can. All right. I hope this isn't a big mistake what I just did. When I play this, I'll have 3 recruit and I can get Hurricane Winds, or I can try to be lucky and get an X-Men sidekick to draw a card with this, but knowing my luck, that's not going to work out that way. So let's just play it for 1 attack, 1 recruit, and pick up Hurricane Winds for 3. And hopefully I don't lose the game next turn. Took a bigger risk by fighting the Mastermind there. How embarrassing will that be? So out of time. Okay. See if my risk paid off. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It did. Okay, good. I was genuinely worried that it'd be a twist, even though odds are that it wasn't, given that I've played 7 already. Plus, it's another freebie. Oh, that's not a token. Officer's trying to get into the Microverse. I definitely have to take care of the city now. So we've got Borrow from the Future, 1 more attack. Top card of the deck is 2 or more. I draw it. Easy. I have got a rare. Hold on. A little bit of housekeeping over here. Rare Doctor Doom. Okay. I can't get anything else in my victory pile that's ranged, so I'm just going to go ahead and have to do this now and do the extra turn later. 6th attack. Faded Future. There's barely anything left in my deck, too, which is cool. And then I don't get the Cyber Mod. I didn't do the first effect. You may send a card from your hand or discard pile under cover. Let's see what I've got. I have no more non-grays, so I'm going to go ahead and send the Shield Trooper from my hand under cover. I hope I don't need that 1 extra attack, but I can't pass up an opportunity like that. Actually, do I have a ranged I could send instead? I don't need to do that right now. It's only a one-time effect with the enemies. I'll do that later, I promise. Faded Future to the bottom of the deck. Okay, now let's start drawing a couple cards. Oh, I have to put a card back on top of my deck anyway, so. All right, draw a card. Miller, put a card from your hand on top of your deck. Okay, so I can investigate with full knowledge of what it is. I can't put Veb because he doesn't have a team. I'm just going to put Queenstorm on the top. And then I'll play Lila Miller, and I'll investigate for 1 attack, and get 1 attack, investigate for Heroes of Wakanda. There she is. And I got Brainstorm. So I'm going to put, I get to draw Heroes of Wakanda. I'll put Brainstorm on top. This is great. I'll play Time Loop Experiments, 1 more recruit. Draw a card, the Doombot Legions, and put a card from your hand on top of your deck. I'm going to put the Trooper back on top. Maximize this turn, and this also goes out of time this turn. And guess what? I got reprogrammed Doombot Legions to play. 3 more attack, and then I activate the Fantastic Four ability. You may look at the top 2 cards of your deck. One of them is going to be the Trooper, one of them is Zolom. If you do KO one of them, put the other back. I have never KO'd my Grays this fast. Have I KO'd all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 1 left. This is wild. This is going to work out a lot better for me. I haven't played an Instinct, so let's see what happens. 1 attack. Top card of my deck is Zolom, who has no holes, unfortunately. 0, 4, 6, 8, or 9. Yep, he's got nothing. He's got 1, 2, 2, and 5. So you don't get to draw him. And then finally, Hurricane Winds. 2 recruit. I have not played a covert. I can move villains around. I'm going to take care of the micro-sized ones anyway this turn, I think. I'll just swap this Brainstorm and Juggernaut just in case. No covert. Okay, I've got 12 attack. I do not have an X-Men anymore, so I can't fight Blob. I have played a tech, so easy decision is not really a decision at all. Time Loop Experiments cost 0 to fight, so I will fight that first. Gain her as a hero. This reprogrammed Doombot Legion is 4. But I can fight both Juggernauts. I can't fight the Mastermind and something else. I still should probably clear a bit of the city. I already got a break on that. So I'm going to fight both Juggernauts, one then the other, for a total of 12 attack. I went to -2. I went too far. Okay, there we go. And 4 recruit is left. I can't take... Oh, I can take Doom Blast. So I will take Doom Blast. That'll hopefully... It'll give me at least 3. I got Cybermon ranged. In fact, I should probably do this so you can all see what my Cybermod is. Let's do this. This is mine. This is my Cybermod zone. That's their Cybermod zone, but this is mine. Okay. My next hand should be ridiculous because of all those graves I KO'd. 1, 2, 3. And that's a shuffle. Yeah, I took out both copies. I've not thinned a deck this fast. You know what I should do at this point? I should just focus on unlocking Dr. Doom 2099. It's going to be really hard not to unlock Brainstorm, but I need more Doom 2099 cards. I want to unlock him. 4, 5, 6. I definitely need more of them. I already sent some away. A turn 13 is Mystique. She escapes. She becomes a twist. Time Loop Experiments is played from out of time. First, draw a card, put a card on top. Doesn't really matter what I do because I'm going to draw again. So I'll put Kitty Pryde back on top. And let's... I'm not going to Cybermod anything further. So let's play Doom Blast. 2 attack. And Cybermod ranged. I have the 1. I get 1 more attack. Followed by... I gotta uncover Dr. Doom now. Let's put... Should I tuck one of these rares? I feel like I should tuck one of these rares. Give myself some more breathing room. That's so good, though. They're both very good. But, no, I'll tuck this Ghost of the Machine for now. To get 2 attack. Chickened out on that. Ooh, flesh grafted. I almost read flesh grafted donuts, and I don't want to think about what those are. Doombots are better in this context. I keep thinking Lockheed's Wing is a 2/2 on her costume in Kitty's rare. Hold on. She's mad because Wolverine made her do dance classes. I get it. I played a ranged, so let's... Oh, I can actually do Bridge Conqueror, and I could have used Storm to do it if I didn't get this. I get full power from this Zolom, so 2 attack base, 1 attack Bridge Conqueror, and then 2 attack for the superpower off of Doom. That's 5 attack, which is great. It is good agility training. Football players do a lot of dance for that exact reason. Okay, 1 recruit, draw a card. And put a card back on top. I haven't played a covert, so I'm going to put Hurricane Winds back on top. Did I press end turn? That was weird. Oh, I forgot to start the turn. So I didn't reset my counters. I did reset my counters. What did I do? I gotta recalculate. Something weird happened. If someone knows what the heck I did, let me know. I'm at 1, 2, 3. I should be at 1 recruit, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I should be at 9 by my count unless I spend it on something. And then I drew this card. I'm going to back up a little bit. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I get it. I'm at 10. Yeah, I just... Zolam's attack didn't go through for some reason. I guess I forgot to press the turn. Okay. Yes. Okay, we're back there. Thank you. Now we're back to time loop experiments. To that 1 extra recruit. And I draw that kitty Pryde. And I will put Hurricane Winds on top because I can't activate it this turn. I don't think I'm getting a rare this turn, and this goes out of time. Okay, awesome. Speaking of Doom, we're going to play Doom. 6 more attack. And I don't have anything I want to send under cover. Oh, I should have sent a ranged undercover. Maybe I should send this kitty Pryde undercover. Yeah, why not? Sure. And Fate of Future to the bottom of the deck. Okay, I end up with 16 attack. Let's hit the Mastermind because I'll have some room to hit some other stuff. And I still have X-Men to hit Blob. So let's hit... Yep, let's hit Tiger Wild for 9 before he gets powered up. There's not a lot of strength here, so probably wouldn't happen anyway. Okay, send here from the escape pile undercover. That's great. I can send... I think I haven't tracked this properly because there's 2 range in the escape pile. But I do want to send 1 undercover because that's going to help with Doom. Yeah, I do want to do that. So let me actually show you this. My undercover range is now 2. And I'll double check the count. 3 covert, 1 ranged, 3 instinct. This is actually accurate now. Then adapt. Sweet. It's looking good. Things looking good. Now, let's try to unlock Doom. That's our new minigame. Okay, we got Avatar. He doesn't get any bonus. He's just as is. I got 7 attack left. Can't hit him again. Doombots -2, 4, and 4, and 5. I can only hit 1 thing, so I might as well hit Blob while I can. I'm not close to a reshuffle anyway. So we'll punish him for what he did last game to me and fight him for 4. Because I have X-Men here. And 1 more sidekick, I suppose. For the final 2 recruit. Standard. First standard sidekick of the stream? Is that true? Is that possible? If I can thin the deck even further and just draw Doom's Rare over and over, I'll be a very happy person. Okay. Turn 15 is another reprogram Doombot Legions micro-sized edition. From Out of Time. I'll play the Time Loop Experiments, 1 recruit, draw a card. And put a card on top of the deck. This would have been great. She's actually great with Party Thor, so if I don't actually, if I end up unlocking her, I'll put her with Party Thor, if I can. Even though I only get 1 choice in the last battle, and then I can trigger all his what-ifs, no problem. But she has low cost, though. Except for her uncommon. Do I have an X-Men in my discard pile so I can draw? I do. It doesn't really matter what I put on top. So I'll do Hurricane Winds. Actually, Veb will care. Any holes in this one? There's a 0. So yeah, I'll do this. Then I'll play Veb for 1 attack. And Storm's card is a 0, so I will draw it. Followed by... Yes, you unlock 1 hero per player. And you get to add 1 hero per player until the last battle. It scales per player no matter what number of players you have. Let's do this. 1 attack, 1 recruit. Actually, hold on. I've got programmed Doombot Legions. I want to hold off on this for a second. I want to borrow from the future. 1 attack first. Top card of my deck. Costs 2 or more, so I draw it. Then we're going to do the Doombot Legions. Top 2 cards of my deck. Oh, I'll have to KO one of them. So I gotta watch out for that. I don't have any grays left. That's fine. I'm trying to unlock Doctor Doom. So I'll have to KO one of these. Wait, where's the rare? I want to find out where the rare is. Oh, the rare's at the bottom of the deck, so it can't be one of these two. Alright, I'll end up KOing one. Okay, we're gonna KO a time loop experiments. She's KOs herself. Puts her back. Then we're gonna draw Doom again. Check this out. If I had multiple draws, I could keep drawing Doom, but I don't. I will play one attack, one recruit. X gene does activate, so I draw. I can play Doom multiple times. Check this out. All I gotta do is play Borrow from the Future. One attack, top card of my deck is Doom. It costs 2 or more, draw it. This goes out of time. Then I'll play Tear Through Time itself. I will send a card from my discard pile under cover. I'm going to send Brainstorm so she can't be unlocked because I want to unlock Doom. Oh, I should have sent a ranged, huh? For triple. No, I don't need triple right now. So I'll send her undercover. Faded Future. And I will activate the double Cyber mod, so I take another turn after this one without playing a card from the villain deck. So I'm going to put something on. I'm going to put the Throne's Favor on top of the villain deck so I don't forget that I don't play a card. Upside down Throne. How about that? And this goes to the bottom of the deck. And now I get to draw it immediately. I draw Dr. Doom. Then put a card from your hand on top of your deck. We're going to put Hurricane Winds on top. And oh yeah, this goes out of time as well. I will play Tear Through Time itself once again. 6 more attack. I will send another card undercover. This time, who else is at risk of being unlocked? It's just Brainstorm. But I'll keep thinning the deck because it's fun. Let's send. I'm gonna send Zolom undercover because then I can do more Doom Blast. No, I should wait for Brainstorm. I'm gonna send this Kitty Pryde undercover. Get more VP. Okay, and Faded Future to the bottom of the deck. Ghost of the Machine. I get 6, 7, 8. That's 3 attack. And then finally Hurricane Winds. 2 recruit. I will move to the bridge just in case. And then Empowered by Covert is 1 and 2. I'm at 22 attack. 24 attack. Sorry, it took a second to catch up. Let's see what I can do about fighting these masterminds. First, Avatar is going to cost only 10. I can probably win the game this turn, but I'm trying to unlock Doom, Dr. Doom, so I'm going to plan this out. Let's hit him right now for 10. Each other player puts a non-gray hero from their hand or discard pile into the escape pile. Adjacent in my mind. She'll get there. Okay. Who are you taking? Who are you stealing? It has to be Zolom or Doom Blast. That's it. That's all that's left in my discard pile. Nothing's in my hand. You can't have Doom Blast because of my plan. So unfortunately, I lose Zolom. I'm glad I didn't send that undercover because I would have had... Well, I guess Kitty Pryde would have been able to go. Okay. We take him out and we adapt. And yeah, there's one left. I don't want to fight him yet. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Brainstorms. I don't have enough. Whoop! Just knocked all my cards down. I don't have enough Dr. Doom. And I really want to unlock him. So I'm going to keep this game going for a little bit. Until I can do that. So I played some tech. So this is actually 4, 8, 13. I can clear the whole city. So let's fight for 4. Right here. Nope. Yep, with size changing. I'm gonna have to gain her, but I'll get rid of her later. I guess I could leave her in the city, but then I'm worried about losing the game. I got some more KO power though, don't worry. Let's go to the sewers. I have time to get rid of her again. I can use her to get rid of her. Yeah, same thing over here. blow her up. I wish I could choose not to gain her, but I can't. And then we'll hit Mystique for the final 5. And we're left with 5 recruit. So I'm gonna take a shield officer, so I can have enough recruit to recruit Doom. So we'll do that. It's oh, Sharon Carter, more undercover for me, and we'll get a sidekick. And it's a Rock Slide for 2. Okay, we know the name of the game now. It's I don't play a card from the villain deck at this turn, by the way. This was the turn that I did that, and the Thorn's Favor reminded me. So all I gotta use is all I gotta do is use Tear Through Time itself to keep sending Brainstorm undercover. If I do that long enough, I don't have to recruit any more Doctor's Doom. Although I probably will want to do that. I need to use these to KO herself. Okay, it's turn 16, no card play from the villain deck. I will move the throne to remind myself that that's only temporary. We're gonna play, we'll start with Borrow from the Future if I'm out of time. 1 attack, and I draw a Ghost in the Machine for the discard. We got Time Loop Experiments, 1 recruit, draw a card, put a card on top of your deck. It doesn't matter, I'm gonna draw anything. I'll put the sidekick on top. And this goes to my discard pile. Okay. Let's start KOing my friends. Starting with, actually, instead of the Psychic on top, I want to put Borrow from the Future so I can KO it. We'll play, Doombot Legions. Top 2 cards on my deck. 1, 2. Time Loop Experiments gets KO'd. Other one goes back. Let's do it again. 3 more attack. Top 2 cards on my deck. Brainstorm gets KO'd. Should I feel bad about doing this? Maybe? I've got Tear Through Time itself now. Here's what I'm going to do. 6 attack. I will send Brainstorm undercover. She's fine. She's going undercover. I didn't KO anybody. Now I have 3 undercover. Fate of Future goes to the bottom. Can't do the other effect again, but I do play Doom Blast, which is going to give me... I mean, if anybody's going to do that, it's a Dr. Doom move, right? And then I get 3 more attack, although he wouldn't probably do that to Valeria. This is Doom 2099. He doesn't know her. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I did that right. I get 2, and then instead of 1, I get 3 more. Let's draw some cards. 2 more cards drawn. 1 and 2. Are there any holes in the top card of the deck? No, there are not. I don't have any X-Men in my discard pile, so I can't draw anything else. But I haven't. I'm gonna get enough recruit to. I'm not gonna get enough recruit to get Doom, unfortunately. Let's just do this. 6, 7, 8. That's 3 more attack. I'm not gonna do anything with it. Hurricane wins. 2 more recruit. And finally, going through a phase. I have 3 recruit. I'm just gonna play it, not do anything else with it. And we'll get another officer, so I can just get more Doom. And it's a Maria. I've never taken officers this late in the game, but it's kind of pretty funny reason. Alright, I don't spend any of my attack. I'm almost there. I need to get the flesh grafted Doombots. I need to get rid of other stuff. Okay, here we go. Twist. Pretty sure I'm still safe from losing. Okay, next 2 cards. I might not be. I might have really messed myself up. Twist. Uh-oh. What if I lose this way? That would be something. I didn't do the math on it, so there's a decent chance. I don't know. So that was the second. Nope, I got 1 more card to play with this. It's still plenty of cards left. I meant more so with pushing a villain out, but if the twists come out first, then it's not going to be a big deal. Fingers crossed. Okay, here's the next card from the villain deck. Oops, that's not the right deck. Neither is that. I should be okay, right? Okay, so yeah, that was the first card played from that twist, was another twist, and here's another one. Photographer, who gets captured by the Mastermind. All right, 2 more cards from this twist here. Here we go. 1, Brainstorm. And 2, Brainstorm. All right. Good place to be. Now I can tuck a hero, get more Doom to show up. It has to be one of these Queen Storms. I got more Doom! All right. So let's play Doom here. 6 more attack. And I will send I'll send one of these Brainstorms undercover. Fade a Future to the bottom. I'll play Sharon Carter and send her undercover for 3 total recruit. And well, that's still not going to be enough. I have enough for 3, but I can play Hurricane Winds for 2 more. Not going to move anybody. I'm just going to leave those Brainstorms there. There's only 2 twists left, so I should be okay on that. And Doombot Legions, 3 more attack. That's not going to go anywhere. And I'll shatter this Brainstorm for no good reason. So shatter. With 5 recruit, I will take this 1 Doom Blast for 3. And another Doom has appeared. I'll take a sidekick, because it might help me with my mission here. Okay, and nothing else happens. I think I'm almost there. I have to do a count, but I think I'm close. Okay, turn 18 is another one. Okay. 2 recruit. 1 more recruit. Draw a card. Put a card from your hand on top. I'll put Katie Pryde back on top there because Veb is going to draw her 1 attack. Top part of my deck. The 6 and the 0 have holes, so I draw them. X-Gene, do I have a Katie Pryde on my discard pile? I don't. I really kind of messed up by taking too many of those. I do have a Doombot, so I get 5 attack. Or I have Doom Blast. And I'm going to stop right here and recruit a new Doom. Subvert this new future for 3. And that might be enough to end the game. Ghost of the Machine is 4, 6, 7, 8. That's 4 attack. I'll play Going Through a Phase without X-Gene, which is 1 of each attack and recruit, and I'll play Hurricane Winds, which gives me 2 recruit, powered by Covert, which gives me just 1 more attack. That is enough to win the game, but I want to be sure I have enough Dooms. I have 1 Doom, 2 Dooms, 3 Dooms, and 2 cards left in my deck. One of them is the rare Doom. That's 4. And I've got how many Brainstorms? 1, 2. Yeah. There can't be 2 Brainstorms in here. There's only 2 cards, and one of them is Doom. So I can end the game right now and put us all out of our misery. But then how many Queen Storms do I have? Hold on. 1, 2. I'm good. Okay. 12 attack. These is going to be any VP, so no point in fighting them. Let's go ahead and fight the Mastermind. And I have 1 gray hero, so actually it costs me 1 more attack than I thought. But the fight effect is discards 2 gray heroes, each other player. I don't have any hero to discard. I do rescue the Photographer. I do blow up Fearmaster. I do rescue the Photographer, who gives me points for taking a picture of Dr. Doom. And I end the turn. And that's going to be a victory for this second game, thank goodness. And I unlock Doom, pretty sure. I hope I counted correctly. Whew. That was a longer stream than I expected it to be. Let's jump over back to the sheet and figure out. We're going to randomize the next setup. We're not going to play it now because this stream went on a long time, but we'll find out what we're doing for game 4. Thank you very much. Let's jump back over to the arcade sheet and finish this thing up. Okay. So first, I got to figure out which hero I unlock. Let's confirm this for sure. So 1 Doom, 1 Brainstorm, 2 Doom, 3 Doom, 3 Queenstorm, 3 Brainstorm. That's not confusing. 4 Doom. And yeah, pretty sure I did it. 1 Katie Pryde, 2 Katie Pryde, 3 Brainstorm. Yep. So I have more Doom bots than no more Doctors Doom than anything. So we're going back to this. I unlocked Doctor Doom 2099 by design. And now I gotta count my VP. So let's do that real quick. Then we'll see what we're playing. And you guys gotta help me finish figure out what I'm going to be choosing for Battle 4 as well. Stick around for that. Okay, VP. Oh, there's a lot of VP, actually. This is a good VP game. So, got 24 for all of our friends there. Brotherhood is 27, 29, 33, 37, 40, 43. And we have a bunch of 1s. 47 with the Death's Heads. And 48, 49, and a lot of other stuff. Pull off on that. 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. And the photographer is worth 1 VP. Nope. For each hero I have that cost 7 or more amongst all my cards into the game. So, plus 1 VP. So I have the 1 rare. So 58, 59 total VP. So let's enter that. 59. Not bad at all. All right. Now we're going to end this stream by going to Battle 4 and seeing what happens here. All right. Did you count the undercover card as for unlocking a hero? Oh, maybe I should. I forgot about that part. Is that not what I... Yeah, that's what I said. Yep. City Escape Pile and KO Piles. How did I design this? Maybe I unlocked somebody else. In which case, I would have kept the game going. So technically, yeah. Off the cuff here to ruin my whole day. I had 4 Kitty Pryde, 5 Kitty Pryde cards. So if I count the that pile, I would unlock Kitty Pryde. It is true. I admit I completely forgot that rule. I forgot that they belonged to me. So I guess we unlocked Kitty Pryde. She phased through at the last minute and prevented me from unlocking Doctor Doom 2099. So I hope you're happy. You got me on a technicality. Thank you. All right, back to the sheet. After all that, I don't know my own rules. Kitty Pryde. Womp womp. Now I'm sad. To be honest, though, I only had about this was left in the villain deck. So it shows she's great. If I had gone one more turn, I would have gone 1, 2. Okay. And I would have played 1, 2, 3, 4 more turns. I would have had 2 more turns. And that would not have been enough time to get enough Doctor Doom cards. So I wouldn't have been able to do it anyway. I would have had 1 turn before I lost the game. So that's fine. I'll take the win on that. Hopefully Doom shows up again later. All right, with that out of the way, on to Battle 4. Let's see who our options are. This is where things start to get pretty tough. Again, the Masterminds are scaled by difficulty, so this is the... Yeah, so 3/8 of the Masterminds, the easiest 3/8 of the Masterminds in the game are out. These are the 4 out of 8. So let's see what we got. Hopefully my scripts work. Okay, we got Mephisto, Artemis, and Taskmaster. Our schemes are Unleash the Power of the Cosmic Cube, Breach Parallel Dimensions, and his Guardian Test of Worth. This is a tough one, the Test of Worth. I do have Party Thor, though. Still tough. Cosmic Cube is simple. We can time out quickly. Breach Parallel Dimensions is really fun. Let's see. What do you think? So I've got, I know she can be worthy, but Thor is more likely to be worthy given his cost. Cosmic Cube is, again, simple, but it's a strict lose on 8 twist timer scheme. Breach is fun, but it can be deceptively difficult depending on what else is in the setup. The problem with this in solo is that if I'm not worthy, I fail. It's also hard in 2-player. I feel like I'd be foolish to take his Guardian Test of Worth. Masterminds. Arnim Zola without his Guardian Test of Worth could be interesting but tough. Both of them essentially lean to get expensive cards. Yeah, but how successful? Taskmaster is tough, and I don't know what the henchmen are going to be. Mephisto puts wounds on the top of your deck. You think Zola, no matter what? Let's go with Zola. He's fun. Kitty Pryde has some 0 attack. If I bring her in. And that would be helpful with Zola. He's not going to bring his always leads. Ooh, I don't know. The safe choice is Cosmic Cube. And I get to show you the shiny Probo. But I like Breach Parallel Dimensions, so I'm leaning towards Breach Parallel Dimensions. If I'm super extra lucky, I'll even pull Psylord. I already got Brainstorm from the last game. I think I'm going to go with Breach Parallel Dimensions. What do you think? I kind of like it. But it can be tough depending on what else I pull. So I could be doing myself right now, no pun intended. But I think I'm going to do it. You can scale the difficulty on schemes, but I chose not to for this run. Otherwise, Test of Worth would be towards the end. All right, I'm gonna commit to this. Arnim Mazola Breaches Parallel Dimensions, and we will see. Does this require any special things? This 4x to bystanders, nothing else special, and neither does Zola. I don't think. He's pretty basic. Yeah. Just Ultimate Abomination. All right, let's see what we get. Double scaling is pure pain. I have already tried 2 times and lost 2. Yeah, it's supposed to be very difficult, and it narrows the pool on as to what you can randomize. All right, let's see what else we get. No going back now. Oh, we got Dark City, White. We got, oh, interesting. We got 2 Black Widow heroes and Gladiator Hulk. Okay, so now the decision is. I have to look at these heroes, their printed attack values. Okay, so Yelena has pretty high attack values. So does Hulk. They all have 3. Interesting. It would have been, but I didn't know it was going to be the Magia Goons. I like Gladiator Hulk a lot. Just to remind you, my unlocked heroes are Dazzler, Kitty Pryde, and Party Thor. So White Tiger is, you know, a little less than impressive. Some of the Hulks are transforms. But the Don't Make Me Angry is going to be 0 attack in the HQ, which is nice. White Tiger also has a 0 attack. I don't think I can have Yelena. She has too many high printed attack cards. Yeah. Well, Gladiator Hulk, the transformed one. Yeah, the untransformed is 0, so he's definitely staying. For that. I think I keep White Tiger. Canonized says Thor for Yelena. Thor works decently with Gladiator Hulk. Yeah, I don't think I can keep her, even though she's gonna go undercover. She'll be in the HQ first. So I think what I'm gonna do is replace her with Kitty Pryde or Thor. Kitty Pryde might not be the best option. Everybody has a single symbol. Don't have an XN for X Gene. I gotta type these in. Party Thor and Kitty Pryde. Nope. Just so I can see. Okay, so Party Thor. What does Hulk want? He wants Smash. He can... Well, actually, this helps with Worthy, but it doesn't help with the recruiting part of Worthy because you have to recruit the 4 cost and turn it into a 5 cost. He does give you wounds. And his uncommon does have Wounded Fury if I gain a wound extra. He doesn't really have a way to get rid of wounds, but he can smash them away. And Hulk is King, though, definitely helps with Thor's What If. When I transform it anyway. Cares about discards. Not really any discards here. White Tiger's God went out, but I have to keep her. I don't know. I think I gotta go with Party Thor for the... I want to say the class synergy, but there's no class superpowers. Kitty Pryde is definitely the most versatile. Oh, duh. She can tuck heroes. That's important for Zola. That just made me decide. I don't know why I didn't consider that before. Manipulating the HQ is very important. So Kitty Pryde is coming in, replacing Yelena. Easier decision than I thought once I realized that. Okay, so game 4 is going to be Arnim Zola breaches parallel dimensions with the Marauders and Magia Goons being led by him and White Tiger, Kitty Pryde, and Gladiator Hulk as the heroes. I've already lost 1 life in this run. Yeah, good thing I unlocked her. Hey, sometimes it works out. In the end. This, hopefully I'll be able to come back next week and take care of Battle 4, and then we're going to keep going on this arcade path. But for now, I got a mess to clean up. Thank you guys so much for being here and helping me test out all my new features. I think it went really, really well. All things considered. The next test is going to be when I upload these if they look good in the VOD, because I changed my recording settings as well, but I think we'll be back next week. And we got a lot of folks here on Twitch. I wonder if I should raid somebody on Twitch. I haven't done that in a while. Let me see. And then I'll end the stream. I don't think anybody's doing any board games right now. Yeah, I'll just work on it next time. All right, you all. Take care. Have a great upcoming weekend, and I will see you next week, and I'll see you in the Discord for all the stuff that we do there. And if you want to play along with this arcade run, the link is in the description if you're watching after the fact, and you can see how you do. You might have not lost the last battle like I did. All right, take care, everybody.